Pop has a sound.
It has a formula. Doesn't have a sound.
It has a formula and a sound.
It don't be.
Yes, it does.
It don't.
Yes, it does.
We can't say God's Plan a pop song.
I said we can say that's a pop song.
But I'm saying,
but
no, my bad. This is what I'm trying to say. You can't say this is a pop song, that's God's Plan, and then also say that Party in the USA is a pop song, and say pop has a sound, when those songs sound totally different. And the root are totally different from each song. Like I'm talking about the root of like what she started off with, like probably a guitar, like the producer started, and what this producer that worked on God Plan started with. It's like the root is different. These songs are not going for the same sound.
What about New York State of Mind by Nas and then Yonkers by Tyler the Creator?
What you mean about it?
They don't have the same sound, and it's still hip hop.
B.
See, that's what I'm saying.
No.
I'm saying pop has a sound.
This dude
does have a formula.
This dude wildin'. Why you just choose two hip? He used two hip hop just because the beat don't say it's still hip hop. B. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying. By that standard, everybody is rhyming on each song, so each song is the same genre.
What I'm telling you is this song is produced totally different. You know it's not no hip hop vibe, and you know a hip hop vibe, B.
God's Plan has a hip hop vibe though.
Yes, that's why I compared it to Miley Cyrus freaking Party in USA, and I said they both pop songs.
So what makes this song a pop song and then another Mac Homie song not a pop song? If that Mac Homie album, the last one he came out with, Rich A. Haitian, if it became super popular, would it be a pop song even though it doesn't follow any of the standard pop formulas?
What song on there?
No, I'm saying the album in general. If it just became a huge album that just went number one on Billboard, all the songs.
No, that don't make it
charting.
a pop album.
What makes it a pop album then?
What the Drake album with God's Plan on is not a pop album. It's a hip hop album.
But he's doing the same thing almost on every song though. He has the hooks, he has the choruses, he has the verses.
Yeah, but
and he has popular songs on there.
Yes, but
so shouldn't half of that album be pop then? What's that key?
That's pop. Yeah. God's Plan on Scorpion? No, God's Plan on nothing.
No, God's Plan was on. No, first it was on Scary. No, it was on Scary Hours Part 1, the first one, and then he moved it onto that album, the first disc.
Oh, you did?
God's Plan. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, it's on the album. It's on the first disc.
Half of the album is not pop though.
It should be. How? Mob Ties should be a pop song, right?
Mob Ties not no pop song.
I got ties, lot of ties.
That's not a pop. That's not even a pop sound. It's not a pop song.
It has the formula though. What's the formula be?
That's that song with that beat. That I can't. You got to record that beat. That's not a pop song. It's Drake.
It has the hook.
It's Drake. B. Just because it has a hook. It's
and the verse.
And the Mob Ties is not a hook that's like freaking God's Plan. God's Plan is an infectious hook.
So is Nothing Was the Same a pop album?
God's Plan. Nothing Was the Same.
Because it has Hold On, We're Going Home.
Yeah, he has that song on there.
But.
They don't make it.
He also has Started From the Bottom on there. Is that not a pop song?
No.
That song was huge though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but look.
Was this guy, and it's on me for real. No. That's not a pop. How is that not a pop song? That song was huge.
That don't mean nothing. Just because a song was this guy.
It's huge. It has the formula.
No.
What?
No. Look, see, you're being very facetious with this. Like,
no, I'm
now
not.
They're like.
So no, because bro,
now you're saying,
what makes it not,
just because a song has a hook, it's a pop song. No,
but you said it has the formula.
It's a formula, a catchy hook.
Yes. Was All Me not catchy? Was Started From the Bottom not catchy?
Started From the Bottom was annoying.
But was it no? Besides it being annoying, because Not Like Us is annoying. I feel that's also another topic I want to bring up. I'm tired of that song.
Yeah, you can be tired of it.
I'm tired of that, and I'm tired of Like That. Why? Because for the experiment,
because he's a Drake fan, bro. That's why.
No. Because the experiment for this podcast, because every time you be like, did you hear that on the radio? Yes, Negro, I did hear it on the radio. And guess what? Every time I get in the car,
hey, turn the radio down.
No. Because every time you ask me, was the song on the radio? Yes, it was, B. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Also, hearing it censored, Not Like Us, is so nasty. Drake, you what God.
Hey, that's their problem.
You what God.
I go to Spotify if I want to play it. I ain't going to the radio.
That's nasty.
Radio don't even pump on my car on, boy.
Well,
they go right to
every
car
time
play.
he would ask me, does this play on the radio? Now I can say yes, because I kind of hear the radio.
Yeah,
that's my experiment. That's why I'm tired of those two songs. I already didn't like Not Like Us, and I didn't like That. And you know I'm a huge Future fan. So, Don't say it's because of my Drake bias. Well, I do like Drake more.
Drake bias.
No, because
B, you gotta admit it. It's your Drake bias. B, I know it
but
is.
me not liking Not Like Us? No, I told you I didn't like Not Like Us.
So look,
I told you he won the beef.
Yeah, I know that. You can say
that
that because you can't deny it.
Technically, you can.
You can't deny it.
Yes, you can, because
if you
this
deny
is
it,
all quantitative, not qualitative.
There's
nothing. There's no scoreboard.
You
to
can't
really keep
deny
track of.
it, bro. Because
Yes, I can.
no, you can't.
Yes, I can.
It's like another. Like,
No, I'm not saying
like,
I am.
No,
but I'm
it's
saying
like
I can.
it's like saying Meek Mill beat Drake. It's like it's no way you could deny Drake.
No, I mean I can say that.
You can't
because there's no.
You can say it. You can technically say anything, but
exactly.
Yeah,
but I'm saying I can say that because there's no qualitative data to support it.
Yeah,
there's
no
qualitative
data to support it.
What's the data to support it?
What you mean? What's the data?
What's the data to support it?
Oh, the data is, are you getting annoying at all these fans? That's the data. You keep hearing this song everywhere.
No,
that's the data.
That's qualitative, not quantitative.
Oh, bro, that's
how I feel.
That's how
if
you
I'm
feel.
Annoyed,
no, that's
different.
That's how he feels. Look, when you have no feelings as a man, your emotions get involved because you're emotionally attached to Drake. See, you're feeling this. No, we're going by what's fact, like what you see, not how you feel. How you feel
that's
doesn't
anecdotal
matter.
experiences.
The world don't even feel. The world don't care how you feel, B. That's why you feel the way you feel. And what? The world, look. This dude say, I don't like this song. I don't feel like I feel like
yes,
it's
because
so
when it comes to music, look, it's all qualitative, not quantitative.
Okay, define the
You want me to define what those mean?
Define it what it is.
Qualitative means like basically opinion based.
Okay.
Opinion based. Basically.
Okay, I got you.
While quantitative, you could literally measure it. Like, oh, this monitor is longer than this monitor, even though they're not because they're the same screen. This is longer than this monitor because this literally has a bigger proportions than this one does. Therefore, that is That's quantitative data.
Okay, so
this is something that can factually.
So that's the data you're looking for, right?
What?
The quantitative data?
That's actually factual.
Yeah,
that you can
that's what you're looking for, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
No, but
you definitely can do that because you're looking at the numbers from what you're hearing. Y'all hear Family Matters? Like all these songs are played more, probably more plays. That is your quantity. That is your numbers. That is your fact. That's what I'm saying.
No. Me feeling a certain way.
No, your feelings don't matter.
Wait. What are we talking about?
No. You're talking about how you feel, and I'm telling you what's fact. That you can't deny that freaking Kendrick Lamar won the battle, and you could do that factually.
Wait.
With
I want
numbers.
y'all to know. I said that Kendrick Lamar did win the battle.
Yeah, I'm saying, but you saying you can't deny it. You say, I could say it because it's not quantum. I'm like, yes, it is.
No, I can't.
It is by numbers. You could say it.
But see, us seeing what we see on the TLs, like how our TLs are different. That is qualitative. That is not quantitative.
What you talk about, I see. I just ignore it. It's stupid.
No, but I'm still saying that's qualitative, not quantitative.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about Twitter. We're talking about you get in your car and you can't get rid of the song, B. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. They're playing it. They overplaying it. You're seeing the stuff you don't even want to see no more. You can't even get rid of it. You're unfollowing people to get rid of certain things. That's because that's the number. That's showing you what's all in your face. That's the fact of it. If Drake was
no, but see, I don't want to say that. That's like me saying this food is disgusting right here and everybody's eating it. No, I can say that food is disgusting, but everybody's still eating it. So that means it's good to some people.
B,
that's qualitative. That's what I'm saying. It's opinion.
Why are you using this? Bro, we're not talking about this. He uses simple thing of food. Come on, bro. We're talking about numbers.
But I'm saying when it comes to music, bro, there is no qualitative data unless what you talk about sales.
But I'm saying it's past what you see on the timeline, B. It's what you're seeing when you get in your car, what you're hearing when you get in your car. Mm-hmm. It's more than that. It's outside of that.
But I do hear Drake songs on the radio too.
Yeah, of course.
A different myriad, but also I turn those off too.
Have you heard Family Matters on the radio? Mm-mm. This is what I'm talking. This is what I'm talking about beef.
It doesn't have that pop.
No, this is what I'm talking about beef. I'm talking about the beef.
I'm not talking about beef. I'm just talking about I'm tired of those songs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, that's the fact that you could say like he won. You can't deny it.
That's qualitative.
I'm saying you can say whatever. I'm saying, what do you mean it's qualitative if you talking about numbers?
Okay, so how about this? LeBron scored 30 on Curry yesterday, and Curry scored nothing.
Yeah.
I could literally say that LeBron was a better player in that game yesterday because literally it showed that he scored way more than Curry did.
Yeah.
That is quantitative. I can measure that. I can actually go to a number and compare it.
So
qualitative
numbers.
Qualitative is all opinion based.
So Drake and Kendrick numbers in this beef don't make it seem who won and who lost?
See, because then remember I had that conversation with JG. They was like, "Oh, Drake fans only go by the numbers," and then it's like, "Oh, but we shouldn't be using numbers in arguments."
We're talking numbers in the beef.
If we go by numbers,
I'm talking about the beef tracks, the beef, and I'm saying that and numbers of that
streams.
Yeah, all that.
I'm saying literally, okay, if we go by streams, then yes, Kendrick won.
That's what I'm saying, B.
But
that's what I'm saying.
But
that's how I'm saying.
When the stream numbers ever, what was the word? When does it ever? Dang, what's the word? When is it ever used as the measurement of, oh, this is good because it streams so much?
Okay, no.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell when it comes to music in general, it's all going to be opinion-based.
No, when a beef is different. Like when it comes to a beef, and you know a song that stuck out to anybody, a song that's like back to back, that was that song. When it came to Drake and Pusha beef, what song stood out? Every song. What song? What song stood out in the beef?
Story of Adina.
Okay then. I'm saying that's your numbers. When you go to beef, you go back, you go Ether and Takeover. Which song is bigger out of Takeover and Ether? I'm pretty sure Takeover probably have more streams, but this is
because
it's on look. Because it's a like look, that's different. I'm talking about in this era. Ether is the song that Ether is a freaking verb now. Like that's what I'm saying. Like what's the impact? Like so I don't know many people. Most people say Nas won the beef, right?
There's some people who say Jay-Z won.
I know that, and there's some people that say Drake won.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I don't agree that he won.
Yeah,
but I agree that I see those people.
But I'm saying if you go by how many people say who won, I'm saying it's more Nas and it's more Kendrick who won. But I'm saying in this era of music with streaming and you got a beef involved, if you look at those numbers, like not even it being streamed, you can't get rid of it. You can't even get rid of the bias from you hearing from other fans. Like it's all face. And then also this freaking concert he threw, like insane. So I'm like, he won. It's like when Drake did the OVO. He did what Drake did to Meek Mill to him. So it's the same thing. And we couldn't deny, we know Drake won that.
So this is
you
what I'm
even
saying.
said Kendrick won. That's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. This is all qualitative because this is based on opinion. This is based on other people's opinion, right? People's opinion being put together doesn't make the data qualitative unless we're saying, oh, more people like this. That's when it becomes quantitative because we can measure how many people like this.
But we can measure how many people like, is more people like Kendrick stuff than Drake's.
In general or in the beef?
In the beef, in the beef. But in general, Drake is a bigger artist because he's more widespread. But when it came to the beef, Kendrick had more people on his side.
Yes.
So that means he won in your whole argument of quality and quantity or whatever you were saying. Quantitizing.
Quantitative.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You using that. I'm like, bro, in that argument, it wins. It's on that side.
But what if that's based off of the TLs we have?
It's not based on the timeline when I brought it outside the timeline into your freaking car, V.
But I hear other Drake songs.
So who else go? We're talking about the beef, B. We're talking about the beef,
But wait. What Drake songs had a hook on them besides push-ups?
What do you mean?
Because generally when it's on the radio, it does follow that popular formula, correct? Hook, verse. Hook, verse, right?
Yeah.
Did Not Like Us have hook, verse?
How many?
Did Like That have hook, verse? Family Matters didn't have that, and nor did The Hard Part 6.
What is
so you say, no, because I'm bringing it up to the radio point. They're not going to play The Hard 6 on radio.
B.
It don't have none of those formulas to be on the radio.
B, what are you talking about? Why are you just reaching right now?
I'm not reaching.
Bro,
Family Matters
Drake has one song that has a hook. Kendrick has two songs that has a hook.
And guess what? 616 ain't playing.
Like That is different. And you comparing Like That. They both technically have one song that was a part of the diss tracks, them going back and forth, that has hooks. Not, huh?
Like That.
Like That is not a part of the track by track diss. You know that.
But it's part of the beef.
It started when Push Ups came out.
No, it started with Like That came out.
Bro, without Kendrick being on Like That is huge. But I'm just saying, that song could have been on a freaking radio.
No, I agree.
But look, I'm not. We're not talking about that.
Because I'm saying
no, because you brought up that point,
and that's also a point for Kendrick for coming out with the energy.
Of course,
right?
and that's why I said it goes past your timeline and goes into your car. That's why I said.
But I'm saying that any of those other songs that Drake had wouldn't have been on the radio either, besides maybe Push-Ups, because they don't have the formula to be on the radio. Do they not?
B. We're talking. Why are you making this argument? We supposed to be making a whole. We're talking about something totally different.
You just said that it came to the radio.
Bro, your bias is crazy. No, bro. This boy cannot stop glazing Drake right now. Bro.
How am I glazing Drake? What did I say that was positive to Drake? What did I say that was positive to Drake? No,
it's not. It's not. It don't have to be a positive. It's not negative. No, what you're doing with glazing, you're like.
Did I say Kendrick was a bad artist?
Oh my God. You're defending this man to the T right now, bro.
No, I'm not. I'm not defending him. Yes, you are. I literally said that. No.
So why you?
I didn't defend him because I said at the beginning. I said Kendrick won.
So me saying that Drake, Kendrick's song, not like you're not like us. Mm-hmm. It's not on your timeline. It went into your radio.
No. See, that's a different conversation. I'm going by. First of all, this is the devil's advocate conversation because I said that Kendrick won. I said that. Yeah. I said Kendrick won. Mm-hmm. You said I cannot say that. I'm saying I can because
I never said you can't say Kendrick won.
No.
I said you can't deny it.
No. Yes.
I said you can say anything you want.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's why I'm going to that point. Yeah. I'm saying you can't say that because we see that on the timeline of Drake fans being delusional saying that Drake won.
Yeah, but
that's why I'm saying you can say that. I'm not saying that they're right. I said that Kendrick won, but I'm saying because there is no data to actually measure that. Unless you want to go by stream numbers, but a lot of people don't like to use stream numbers.
Look, I'm using the numbers. When I said numbers, I'm saying you can't get rid of this. Nobody that lost the beef, the song is not gonna just be playing, bro. Mm-hmm. It's just not gonna happen like that. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Because songs.
No, I agree that he won the beef.
But I'm saying why? I'm not saying that. I'm saying that what's the word you use?
Qualitative means opinion based.
Yeah.
Quantitative.
And quantitative. I'm saying that goes into that argument that you can use numbers to say he won if you want to do that.
Only if you use the streaming numbers, yes.
You can't use the radio and be in top in radio plays, and it's like top 5 in every state right now, and it's like top 3 in freaking Canada or something like that. Mm-hmm. So you can't use those numbers. You could if it wasn't back to back was everywhere. You couldn't deny this song, a song. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
But does back to back follow a formula though?
You said what?
Does it follow a formula of it having a hook, a verse, a hook, and a verse?
Why
to
be on the radio?
That up? Because you keep bringing up the radio. He keeps bringing up the radio. And on the radio, you hear songs that have a hook, verse.
Let's get into the podcast,
man.
Because
welcome to
this guy right here, bro.
Welcome to Beyond Beats and Culture, another episode of some good hip hop goodness.
Oh my God.
I am your host, Jason Dark Sage, here with my co-host.
I'm T.
And we're here with some more hip hop goodness. Today we're going to be talking about, do we have any news?
Bro, we have no news, bro.
No, we have some news. We're going to be talking about the 2024 XXL freshman cover list, our reactions to that. We're going to be talking about the new Clipse album, entirely produced by Pharrell, Verzuz coming back to Twitter, his reaction to Kendrick and Friends, the Pop-Out show.
I started wearing my LA hat too, but...
Yeah, don't do that. You can't do that around here, B.
Yeah, I know. The bias.
Stop it. Yeah. No, you can't do that, B. You can't wear any hat that you want to on the street.
Hey, man.
You see what they said. Hey, and we got to talk about why the Queen Ice Spice has been losing listeners. But B, before we get into any of that stuff, how have you been since the last pod?
I've been good, B. I've been great, man. Chilling, relaxing, sipping on Shaquilla when the girl walked up and said, hi, my name is... You don't even know who said that.
Say it again.
This boy ain't hip-hop, man.
Hip-hop ain't a monolith, B.
It is.
See, that's why he's Static Selector and I'm DJ Akademiks.
Oh my God, yeah. Biased.
Drake.
Bro, Ak is freaking biased.
He is biased.
Boy trying to call himself a journalist.
I mean, is he not though?
No.
Why is it not?
He's not true. You know what journalist is? You have your non-biased perspective on things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have that.
Of course, but I'm saying
he's not.
Well, in general, or just about the beef?
No, I'm talking about journalism. Period. In general, I'm like, you're going into this beef with your bias. That's what I'm saying.
I went here wanting J. Cole to win, so.
Yeah, you're wild. No, you just was crazy. Now, how you been? Because you've been crazy. Bro, before we get into the pod, bro, we had like a 30, 40-minute conversation before the pod even started about pop music.
Yes.
And like for the last, month, we've been having this discussion.
I've been trying to listen to some more pop, kind of. Not really, but still. But yeah, been all right, man. Secured a new place.
Hey, oh, you did?
Yeah, it's going to be in a loft, so only one bedroom, but there's upstairs and downstairs, right on. So it'll be cool.
It has like the lofts have the...
It has the upstairs, downstairs.
Yeah.
So yeah, the bedroom will be upstairs, everything else will be downstairs, but there's also a living room kind of in the upstairs as well. That'll be the new nerd room.
Man, that's fire, B. Hey, congratulations.
Hey, thank you.
Where is it, in the area?
Yeah, it's going to be here still.
Right on.
Y'all don't know where here is.
Yeah.
It's going to be here still.
Right on.
But yeah, besides that, Just trying to get my projects done on Read the Room. Everything's going well. Been playing Pokemon on that Mini Plus.
Yeah.
I'm almost at the end. I beat all the gym. What was that?
I was pointing at it.
Oh, that ain't it. It's on the table.
That's the case, though, ain't it?
Yeah, that's the case. Because I had to move some stuff over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm almost done with it, man. This is like my 5th, maybe 6th time going through Pokemon Gen 1. I love Gen 1. Gen 1 is like a comfort game for me. But to play it at 2x speed now, everything is so much more smooth.
It's been so long since I played Pokemon, bro.
Yeah, you probably don't know nothing now.
Nothing, bro. I don't even remember the name of like Pokemon no more. I know Pikachu, Charizard, Baltazar, or whatever.
Baltazar.
What's his name?
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur. I went to school with a Bulbasaur. Your name my man.
I remember growing up.
Charmander?
Goat. I remember growing up because I watched Pokemon Dragon Ball Z so much, my dad would call the character Gokachu.
Gokachu?
Yeah. I was like, who was that?
Yeah, he combined them.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, no, this is 2 different shows.
Oh my God.
But besides all that, what have you been jamming since the last podcast episode?
Dude, I've been jamming. Let me go into my Spotify. So, I've been like a jazzy mood. Like really jazzy. But this jazz is a little different. It's got a little R&B vibes to it, a little splash, a little hip-hop, a little funk.
I'm intrigued.
SG Jazz. It's like a compilation of like different musicians together. And they put out an album called SG Jazz Volume 2 that I was like playing, like especially a lot yesterday in the house, bro. Really vibey, bro. My girl was just like, yo, this is dope. I want this playing at the wedding, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's nothing spectacular, guys. It's just some really cool little vibey stuff. You put it on the kickback of like family over, you drinking some wine. It sounds really good. It ain't nothing crazy. SG Jazz.
Does it have lyrics?
No lyrics, bro.
Just the instrumentals?
It's just instrumentals,
or beats?
bro.
I don't know what to call that.
It's like just instrumentals, bro, and beats and whatever. It's just really good. So my next few artists will be kind of in the same like realm.
Okay. Glad to hear you branching out a bit.
Oh no, you know that's just me, B.
No, but you kind of stay in the same realm all the time. You don't branch out. You don't be tapped in nothing.
Hey, this woman didn't disrespect since I walked in the place.
Speaking of branching out, because I don't want to get into my 2 discographies I listened to this week yet. As you guys have been following the pod, I've been getting into women's discography for Pride Month. I don't know why, but
for Pride Month,
maybe because they're prideful, in their lyrics. God. But I actually branched out into a new genre. Oh, well, not a new genre, but a different genre for me. And surprisingly, not a black person. The album is called When Will We Land? And it's by an artist called Barry Can't Swim.
Barry Can't Swim.
Yeah, and I think this is like a dance album, like electronic, like I don't know what it is, but it's basically just instrumentals. Yeah. You know, you got the you know, stuff like that. And you know, because it came up in my Spotify recommended because I was listening to something else.
So it's like house music?
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't know why I couldn't get that down because that made me listen to another artist after that that I'll talk about. But I listened to this album and it was pretty good. There was like a few songs I didn't really care for, but for my main thing to judge this type of music, because I don't really know how to judge it myself because I don't know anything about the instrumentations and the flute that he would play on the solos. I don't know nothing like that. But if it gets me bopping a little bit, if it gets me grooving, jamming, just chilling, that's a vibe. I like it. I gave it 3.5 stars on my little app music board, just to remember, like, oh, okay, this was an above average album for me, and I really did enjoy this. This was my first step into like that genre.
So, are you gonna go do some history on the house music?
I actually started to do that, and like I said, I'll talk about somebody later on in this.
Detroit and Chicago.
Yeah,
with some blacks.
Blacks. I'm not listening to no blacks with house. No. What's wrong?
They made house. They created house music.
Oh, I gotta not listen to that. Then. I don't listen to black people music.
Oh my god.
Next artist.
My next artist, I go into a little hip hop. I listened to this album today. Your Old Droog dropped this album, Movie. Pretty dope. I enjoyed it.
You talked about this person on the pod, right?
Yeah, Your Old Droog. He's been around for a while, man. Okay. But I remember when he came out like 2013-ish, everybody thought he was like Nas because how his voice, but now he has his own like identity, you know. And on this album, I feel like he expressed a lot of like, it's more introspective on this album. And he sounded more polished. And he had like production from like Harry Fraud that was pretty dope. He had some Conductor Williams beat that was fire. He had a few tracks from Harry Fraud. I don't know who else he worked with on here. I have to look. But what I really enjoyed about this album is that he kind of stepped out with like actually being more expressive of his he's Russian, like from Ukraine, and like he's Jewish as well, and spoke on like his lineage of like his family, you know. A lot of his family not making it in the Holocaust, and his grandmother and grandfather making it, and him coming to New York, and him not being like comfortable with discussing that he's Russian and all this type of stuff, and he used to lie, say he was Puerto Rican. I don't know. He was more vulnerable in this album, and he has a good amount of tracks for the ladies, bro. And like with young old Drew, bro, like it was a guy that said it on one of his skits in his project. It was like he said the most outlandish stuff, but it just sounds fire. He has a really dope voice. And what else could I say? One of my favorite tracks on here, standout track. I can't not think of the name of the song, but it has Mos Def on it. My bad. Yasin Bey was really dope. It was a bonus track.
And why do people say my bad when they say
my bad? I know because he's Yasin Bey now. He's not Mos Def no more. I just forgot.
But but I'm saying, why do people say that?
I don't know. It's just
Like, can we never call him Mos Def anymore?
You could, but I just I want to pronounce him as he is. It's like with Kanye, you call him Ye now. He's Ye.
No, he's Kanye to me. He's Kanye West.
I'm just gonna respect him. You know what I'm saying? Call him Yasin. But because I think it also with his conversion to like the religion he is now as well.
Oh, so that's where it comes from.
Yeah,
okay, that's what I need to know. I thought it was just because I heard that Mos Def was like a thing that the labels owned or whatever, or like it was tied to like a property or whatever. He's like, I wanted to abandon that.
Yeah, that's why. Because also he was, it had that too.
I didn't know about the religion thing. See, that makes more sense for me to be like, okay, that's why people say I'm sorry.
It's kind of like the same.
Because people don't say I'm sorry when people call him Kanye.
Yeah, it's like the same thing with Prince, like too. When he was like, it was also like a label thing. He went by the artist formerly known as Prince type thing.
Yeah, but I thought that he just wanted to release more music under that name, so that way he was able to release it, but he still went back to the name Prince.
Yeah. But I'm saying, you bringing up the label situation, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just adding more.
I thought you meant like Prince formally dropped that. Okay.
No, I'm just the label situation. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this album, I think it's pretty cool. A solid project. Nothing like amazing, you know what I mean? Probably like, I give it like a 7 out of 10.
Top 10 of the year?
It could be in my honorable mentions, but I have to have a few more listens to it. But no, like, bro, I enjoyed it. It wasn't bad at all.
Okay.
I was looking for a Makami feature, though.
This guy.
He had
He just wanted some horrible mixing on the album.
He had Meth. He had a feature with Method Man and Denzel Curry.
Oh wait. Oh, he's that one guy with the song with the DBZ. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, he got DBZ. Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I heard that song before. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember when that song came out. I was like, oh, DBZ. Click.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a nerd.
What about you?
Next project I have, another house, electro, techno, I don't know what the genres is. Another house album, I guess. It's called House Hues by I Am Nobody. This is someone who came up in my Spotify recommended right after that When Will We Land album. And, I heard it. I was like, all right, this is cool. And it's a little EP. I think it's about like 9 minutes or 11 minutes. 4 songs. He's produced for other people like Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, he's connected with some rappers. And I heard the bops that he had in there. I'm like, all right, all the tracks on this EP is fire. I like it. And so overall, I enjoyed that project. I gave it like a 4 out of 5 for EP. Because, you got to judge EPs differently than you do regular projects. And so I give it a lot more grace. And what I got with it, I was like, there's no skips. There's no misses on this. Yeah. So, I enjoyed it. House Hues by I Am Nobody. IAMNOBODI.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think I heard of him before.
Oh, yeah. You always. Yeah. Every person. I like that song. Follow.
No. I like it.
For you?
Maybe. Oh, another album I checked out. It was an album that came out last year, and I never actually got to finish it. I finally finished it. It's called Waste Management by the Rivada and Zumo.
Genre?
Hip hop.
Okay.
Mostly underground hip hop.
Oh,
the Rivada.
That name is crazy.
Yeah, the Rivada. I think he's from like New York. Yeah, he's from New York. He just rabbity rap pretty much. Not like Oh,
so it's not yappy.
Not that. No. It's kind of yappy, but he be saying some wild stuff. Really dope voice that really sticks out. And Zumo, he's a producer. I don't really know his origin. I just know he worked with a lot of familiar artists I know, and the beats on here is dope. Some dope samples. Like he has like a lot of like, I wouldn't say like kind of bassy, not like the bass you're thinking of, but like boom bap bass in a way. Yeah, it's
boom bap bass is good sometimes, depending on who.
It'd be hidden, but pretty good project, really solid. I think I had like 9 or 10 tracks on it. I kind of hate that I didn't listen to it then, but I'm gonna get it some more listens. If you guys want to check it out, the Rivada, Zumo, Waste Management. It's one of them albums where I can't really be like, oh yeah, he stepped out of this, that. He just being him. He always was rapping about all type of stuff, bro. So that's it on him.
You're not, but he might be. All right. Next project I listened to, and speaking of pop people, and artists making pop music. And we're going to be talking about a discussion later on of black women can make pop.
Right.
I decided to go on Google, reliable source of information nowadays. And decided to type in black pop artists of modern day.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know what I literally typed verbatim. And I looked it up and I was like, all right, a whole bunch of R&B acts mostly came up, or R&B adjacent sounding acts came up. People like Kiana Lady, Chloe and Bailey, what's the girl? What's this girl's name? Normani, and other artists came up. And so I was like, all right, let me go ahead and check out Chloe and Bailey's album, Ungodly Hour. These are two sisters. I don't know if they're twins or not, but they look heavily alike. And they have their own careers.
Sisters.
No, I know they're sisters. I don't know if they're twins.
No, they're not twins. No.
Okay.
She's a few years older.
Okay. So I listened to the project, and it was cool. It was alright. I mean, it's nothing I'll ever go back to. And it definitely has some poppy sounds.
And you say you listen to
Chloe X Bailey. Yeah. I listened to their album. Their joint album.
Yeah. Chloe got that woody.
She's not white. Yeah. Nasty bastard.
She got some white in her somewhere.
We all do. Pause.
Yeah, you like some?
What?
You know that joke. You got some what you got? You want some? All right, my bad.
I know what you mean, you nasty bastard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I listened to the album Ungodly Hour. And I guess I don't get the hype for it because I was looking at the reviews because I rated it. Because as soon as I get done listening to an album, I rate it. And I was looking at the reviews and I saw that I was in the minority because on my app it has like a 4.5 and I'm like, I gave it a 2.5. I was like,
you know how someone is for, you know how it is. Some people it's for a certain different demographic.
Yeah, I do. And so I'm just like, all right, I listen to it. It has very poppy sounding songs, very R&B-ish songs. I guess I just don't know what to look for on this album because to me, they didn't stand out vocally. Like, yeah, they can sing. Yeah. They're talented. But to me, their songwriting just didn't, stand out to me. Vocally, it didn't stand out to me. Some of the mixing was a bit off to me as well because I'm like, I can barely hear what y'all saying. Y'all have pretty, not high pitch, but y'all have a higher tone in singing. And so there were some songs I was like, all right, this is cool. All right, I can see where y'all going at with this song. I can see where y'all going at with that song. But overall, this album didn't amaze me like I thought it was. Even though I didn't think it was going to amaze me at first, I thought it was going to have more of a poppy sound because people was recommending this album on the little pop artist thing. So I guess, for me, when I think about pop, the first person I think of, black artist-wise, modern day, is like a Doja Cat. Yeah. Like that sound that she goes for. Yeah. So, yeah, I listened to Chloe X Bailey's Ungodly Hour. Not a bad project at all. I could see where this could be bumping for people, where this could be good for people. Yeah. It just wasn't for me. Yeah. I'll say that. So, yeah. Your next project?
Next project. My bad. I was getting a message, bro. I had to check something. But, hey, my next project will be, I think it'd just be, I wasn't going to do a whole group, just a group, but I'll do an album. It would be Turnstiles with Bad, Bad, Not Good. Oh, my God.
What genre? R&B, hip-hop?
See, Turnstiles, bro, the album called Glow On. It came out in 2021, my bad, if I didn't tell you the album name. But it goes into because, all right, so with Turnstiles, it was a hardcore rock band, punk rock. And I got introduced to them my senior year in high school or whatever, and totally different sound. So one of their songs played this with Bad Bad Good on my on a random
Spotify recommended.
Yeah, bro, and I'm like, who is this? I said Turnstiles. I'm like, this don't sound like Turnstiles. So you know the sound Bad Bad Not Good has.
I've heard two of their projects. I heard the one with Ghostface and the one with Rose,
My bad.
Baby.
So that type of production, a little toned down for some little melodic type, not melodic, but in a rockish, I want to say dream pop-ish way, but also have a little screaming in it, little horrorcore elements at the end. So I wouldn't know what to classify this as.
But you classify more on the rock side?
Yeah, it's on the rock side more. But it's really great, bro. And I'm like, I can't believe I didn't know this came out. And I'm really disappointed that I didn't know nothing about this album in 2021. So I've just been listening to it, bro. And I really can't define the genre because there's so much going on. But it's a really amazing album, bro. It's really fire. Turnstiles, Bad Bad Not Good, Glow On. I'm like, what in the world? How did I miss this? Nah, for real, bro. I'm like, it's so dope when you, this is the growth I like to hear from artists, especially when it comes from me being introduced to them in 2012, and that's 2021. Well, it's 2024, but 2021 it came out, and it's a totally different sound. With Ski Mask, when we was talking about him, only thing he changed the color of his hair. He orange hair now.
Does it?
Yeah, I saw that the other day. I'm like, this nigga like
That's
a hot
nasty.
Cheetos. Like a Cheeto. Like, come on, man. But yeah, that's my album. My bad, V. I just got off kilter with my message.
Boys in trouble.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Nothing bad, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Bad.
Okay. My next project, since I wanted to listen to some more women singing, because I've heard enough of them rapping.
Oh my God, this dude's so disrespectful.
Normani's Dopamine. This is Normani's debut album that came out like a week or two ago. And
she used to be in a group, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know much about Normani. I just know she has a huge pop hit. Wild Side with Cardi B.
Yeah. She kind of pretty too. Little dark skin, Jake.
She is dark skinned, I will say that. And I think she's from the South because she does have references to Houston, candy paint, and all
She's
that.
from Houston, I believe.
Houston or New Orleans or something like that. But yeah, I listened to her album, Dopamine. It's her riding on like a rocket ship or whatever. And it was a cool album. Yeah. I will say that, and I gotta say this about some of the albums I listened to this week. I was catfished a bit because I'm like, okay, the first few songs, it really got me. I'm like, all right, this is different. But then the rest of it goes that traditional mainstream R&B-ish, hip-hop, urban route. And I'm just like, this is all right. I'm like, these first few songs that you gave me, though, heat. The rest of it, it's all right. It's not bad. Like, she ain't, like, bad vocally or anything like that, but she didn't amaze me or wow.
You know who album I want to check out? You bringing her up? Kalani new album.
I never listened to Kalani.
Yeah. I heard she got a new album and there's some growth in the album, so.
That's the one that messed with Party, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to bring up what happened. Okay.
Yeah, Kyrie. You know?
Oh, no. Okay. See, I didn't want to say all that.
Hey, such things and such, or whatever he changed the
name.
Oh,
things and such.
Yeah, it used to be Kalani Freestyle, and he changed the name.
Change that, put that on that EP. But yeah, listen to Dopamine. Overall, it's a pretty good project. I will say that it is the standard, like, R&B, mainstream, urban music that you're, usually hear on the radio. So, yeah. Dopamine.
Yeah.
All right project.
So, my next project was really kind of different. I did not expect this sound from him. But Polo Perks, he put out a freaking joint album with two of his homies called A Dog Chance. And
talking about me.
Oh my God. It's called A Dog Chance. And the sound they went for when it comes, like, rapping wise, Polo's still the same. Production is different. It kind of gives you the up-tempo, like, Milwaukee sound that JP do. But but the guys that's rapping, you got these guys that's being like very comical, and you got Polo Perks and like
kind of like a Detroit, Michigan flavor.
Kind of in a way, but not with the sound, not with the same flow.
Yeah, not the same flow. But
they was more hype. I really wish I can really articulate how.
Like Zach Fox?
No, I'm gonna play it for you. It's not like that, but with some of the lyrics. But in Polo Perks, I brought him up before. He's more like an emo rap guy, and he has his his really deep voice and him rapping on this production was like, I don't think I enjoyed this. I'm gonna be honest. It was like,
that's the first time I think I heard you say you did not enjoy something.
I did not enjoy this like that. You say that's the first time? Oh, that I didn't.
On what we've been jamming. Section. What we've been jamming.
Oh, my bad. So yeah, like, I don't think I enjoyed this. From the guy that produced it, I don't know if the guy's label is one of a producer or not. I don't know, but he samples a lot of stuff. Like he samples like all different type of genres and all different type of sounds. Like I really wish I could think of the one song he sampled, but it was like, I'm like, why did you do that?
Is that horrible sampling?
I didn't like it. I wouldn't say it's horrible sound. I just don't like this sound. Like the whole like the Milwaukee like sound. I don't think I really care for that like that. I think a few songs you can get me, but this album, a full album sound like this, it just wasn't for me. But I'm gonna digress on that one.
I'll say this to kind of piggyback off of one of your points you said, how the Milwaukee sound kind of has that sound, but also this guy's infusing it with sampling other genres. Is it kind of like a Cash Cobain where I know you probably haven't heard a project of his where he just takes some samples, doesn't really do much with the sample itself, adds his generic taste on it, and then it kind of makes it that song? Yeah,
that's pretty much what they do. They put whatever their drums and their patterns, what they do with the little sample, high pitch. I mean, higher tempo and
Yeah, because I think if you had to listen to a Cash Cobain project, I think you might unalive yourself.
Yeah. I'm not
because some of the samples, his sampling skills are bad. See, I like that, but once you hear it 3 to 4 songs in a row, like, I know what I'm getting with this now.
Yeah, I'm good off that.
My next project I listened to was Kiana Lady, Grudges. This is her latest album. This is another one of those pop women artists that are black that I wanted to check out because of that list that I was telling y'all about. And overall, this is generally an R&B project. She has some songs that try to go for the pop mainstream route, and this is a generally R&B mainstream sounding album.
Yeah.
Like it has the good hip hop sounding song instrumental, some good vocals by her as well. Nothing outstanding, but I will say that she does have some talent here. And I do like her writing in some of her songs. I'm not gonna say it's the best or anything like that, but I do like her writing, and this is a great project for me to get into because I am a bit curious to see how her older work sounds. And overall, I really like this project. I thought it was a slightly above average project. It wasn't something that just wowed me and amazed me. But I was like, I really don't dislike any songs off of it, except for like one or two. But besides that, Grudges by Kiana Lady, pretty good project.
Cool. Yeah. So my next, like, I'm gonna just go with the artists. They're called Brothers Nylon. The Brothers Nylon. I don't know. Did I bring them up last week?
Sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
I don't know if I did. But anyways, I've been jamming that shit crazy. Like I just put their stuff on shuffle. It also falls into that jazz sound, but also they sample certain like hip hop. No. It's like jazzy but smooth. It has like hip hop elements. I won't disagree with that. But
no, I'm saying
it's more instrumental, but it ain't. It's like really vibey. I'm gonna have to start letting you play. I'm gonna start playing some of this stuff for you. Maybe I don't know the rights of like how people can play music on like audio podcasts because I know Joe Budden do it. So I'm like, why we can't?
But I'm pretty sure he has a more of a deal with certain things.
I know. But hey, we not him. We gotta wait but anyways,
we'll work.
Yeah. But I'll probably have to let you hear some of this stuff, like sample, like understand the sound of it. But yeah, it's kind of like I'm saying, really mellow, some vibe stuff, bro. Like it's some stuff probably you can go to sleep to as well. You know what I mean? And it puts you in a little real relaxed mood, bro. I'm telling you, make you want to just sit back, relax, roll up a fatty. But you know, we don't smoke here. But you know, if you smoke,
the only thing I smoke is the competition.
Oh my God! Hey, if you want to smoke, you can smoke to this. You can drink to this. You can stroke to this. You can, no, don't do that. If you stroke it to this song, you're wilding. With these beats, bro, you're wilding, bro.
That's nasty. I don't know what type of production that is. That just sounds nasty. Everything else you described, that is insane.
That was a joke. It was a joke.
You could say play a chill game, RPG. Nah, stroke
yeah. You most definitely could play a... Oh, yeah, you could definitely put this in the background and pull out that little fake Game Boy. What's it called?
Me, You, Mini Plus.
Me, You, Mini Plus, bro. I'm telling you, you'll be in that joint. You know what I mean? Vibing, V. But yeah, check it out. The Brothers Nylon, bro. Just check out all their stuff, bro. Like, it's not even a particular album I'm suggesting. Just them. You know what I mean? Really vibe.
All right. And my last group, before I really get into some discographies, I'm going to talk about two of their projects I listened to. This is really unknown group. They've been sampled here and there in hip-hop a few amount of times. Very underground. You wouldn't know them or anything like that. It's this group called Daft Punk. Very underground, very niche. You wouldn't know nothing about that, B. And so I checked out Daft Punk for the first time, full project, because they've been sampled so much in hip hop and have been, I don't want to say instrumental part of hip hop, but because I was going down that house sound lane, I was like, oh, this kind of sounds like Daft Punk. I'm like, so I was like, let me go check it out, because one of my favorite songs by them, or my favorite song by them, is One More Time, because it's been sampled in like so many things. Amongst hip hop, and so I was like, all right, let me check out an album. Since I was going down the list of like house stuff, it's like Daft Punk is one of the most influential groups in music in general, but definitely in house. So I'm like, all right, I didn't know it was French. First of all,
I'm a
xenophobe.
You ever seen the anime?
No, but I was looking it up, and I know they created Discovery, which is the first album I listened to, kind of for that, I guess. And so I listened to the album Discovery. I was like, all right, this is cool. It had the songs I like One More Time. It had a pretty good vibe, mood on it. I enjoyed it overall. There was some stuff I was like, this isn't for me, but I understand where they're going at with this. So overall, I enjoyed Discovery for the most part. Then I had to listen to Random Access Memory, because I'm like, all right, that's their last one, because they broke up in like 2021. And so, obviously Random Access Memory, RAM. So I was like, all right, that's a pretty cool name. I obviously like the image that they go for, and I like the techno electronic like production that they go for, and obviously the one huge song off there, Get Lucky, with Pharrell's on there. So I was like, I like that song. I really like that song.
Don't forget Nile Rodgers.
Who?
Oh.
So I went to go listen to Random Access Memory. I might go listen to their other stuff.
So like Kendrick influenced you?
Why would he influence me?
Headshot. You better walk around like Daft Punk.
If anyone, it was Kanye. And really, it was Lil B. I'm not gonna lie, Lil B actually got me into Daft Punk.
I was just joking, right? That just came in my head.
What song was that off of?
That was on Euphoria, bro. He was talking about Drake.
Oh. Well, I know you was talking about Drake on Euphoria. But no, I was like, what?
If you forgot.
Boy! But yeah, Lil B is actually the one that really got me into Daft Punk. But yeah, Random Access Memories, I enjoyed it. Their songs are long. 14 track album, an hour and something. I'm like, gosh, Jesus. But I mean, overall, I really did enjoy the sound that they went for. And, you know, I was kind of looking up some of the ratings for the albums and stuff. Because I'm like, how do you rate an album like this with barely any lyrics in it, like the instrumentals? Because to me, this is like one of the most subjective, like, albums that you could listen to. It was just like instrumental based albums. Because it's like, it's just sound. Like, it's like there's no lyrics to it.
Yeah, but I think people judge that stuff about, like, the lack of, I guess, creativity. The lack of, mostly with creativity. Like, if you just making, like, this simple little sounds, like, oh, this same beat over and over for fucking 4 minutes, I'm pretty sure people be like, yeah, this was lazy. You know, I think a lot of creativity goes into that stuff. Mm-hmm. And you would really have to be in the minutiae of, like, production and sounds and what clashes together. Like, it's more nerdy stuff when it gets to, like, to be honest, with, like, house music. And also, a lot of people go by feels.
I mean, that's what I do with these albums.
You know what I'm saying?
Which I was just like, oh, I'm like, okay, they did a little something different because, like you said, especially with something that's just only like instrumental or beat based or production based, it's like I don't want to hear the same thing looped over and over again. I'm just like, that will get very boring, especially over 10 minutes. So doing something different here and there definitely gets me hyped up or psyched for it. And, you know, their features and, you know, collaborations with people like Pharrell, Kanye West, Drake, kind of, I guess. I'm forgetting who else. But collaborations with people, and The Weeknd, you know, that really made me want to get into that and, you know, me looking up the house music stuff. So I was like, all right, let me check them out. I didn't know they was French, though. So I'm like, okay, that's why they kind of sound weird when they do talk. Yeah, they be putting that effect. The way they speak, I'm
them being French threw you off? Why?
I thought they was from America, that's why. Because, you know, when it comes to like... No. I don't hate them or anything like that. I just generally think, like, most big acts that we know of that are, especially ingrained in hip-hop somehow, some way, some form, not ingrained, but, like, kind of, like, are in there, like, kind of. I would think that they was, like, American and just was an old band. Because I never hear people talk about Daft Punk as people. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, whenever I hear people talk about Daft Punk, it's obviously just the music. Yeah. And so it's one of those things where it's like, you know, most music that we hear, especially us, it's mostly going to be from America. So that's why I assume that it was from America.
Yeah, I guess.
And so, you know, them getting... this is also what threw me off. Them getting English lyrics on their songs. Because now they have French lyrics. And so that's why I was like, oh, they're French? I'm like... And I know, obviously, the France over there has a language. So it's like, why choose to use American language?
American language?
Well, English,
yeah. American language.
Yeah, but, you know, we be speaking different from everybody else. But
so what's the language in London?
In London?
What's the language?
It's English.
It's English. Bro. Yeah, you wow, bro. English, American language.
No, you knew what I meant.
Yeah, I know, I did, bro. English,
look,
bro.
like I always say, when the camera comes off, brain cells go back a little bit.
You wow, bro.
But I'm saying, like, you know, because they have English lyrics, I assume it was from...
So did you listen to America. 2 albums then, right?
I only listened to 2 albums.
I'm pretty sure they probably have some French.
Yeah, probably here and there, but most of the lyrics are going to be English.
But I think that's probably most of their accessible albums as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also French, they speak English.
No, well, I know other countries speak English, but I'm saying I'm surprised that for their album, they went for predominantly English lyrics. That's why it threw me off when I found out that they were French. Mm-hmm. That's why, because at least if I hear the English lyrics, I'm going to first think, oh, either here or England. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they don't have the whole grime sound with them. Yeah. But because they're from France, I'm like, I wonder why they didn't have French lyrics on here instead. As a predominant lyric of choice.
I don't know. I have to probably do some history on them.
I do as well, because I'm like, is it because y'all want to be more accessible to the American audience? Because I heard that music outside of America does really well worldwide in general. So that's what really throws me off about music like this. Like, y'all take a chance to be from out of the country and make...
Maybe they have another version in France.
Maybe they do. I didn't see it.
Because, you know, that happens. Because, like, you remember the song, Caribbean Queen? And she's in the same...
I don't remember it.
You ever heard of Billy Ocean?
I've heard of Billy Ocean, yes.
Yeah, well, that song. But anyways, in, like, over there in Europe, he had to change the name. It couldn't be.
Because of why? Because
it was Caribbean Queen.
Wow.
So he had to switch it to European Queen. Yeah. The audience, they ain't like that. It's like, oh, you talking about Caribbean black woman? But yeah.
Well, all right. That was the last people I had to talk about before
I have
get my
nothing else to
discography.
speak on.
It's time for me to get my discography done this week.
Do your thing.
All right. So I listened to 2 artists this week, as usual, like I've been doing for this whole month. And the first artist I want to talk about is Latto. Listen to Latto.
Latto.
And I listened to all of her projects, from EPs to projects. She got one.
She ain't got nothing from when she was a kid on there, right?
She does.
You listen to it?
Yes. I listen to everything, B. That's what the discography
No, but you gotta.
B, I didn't want to, but for the content.
But she was in there, I got milk in my cup.
Yeah.
You played that?
B.
This guy right
I
here,
did,
bro. You was dedicated. B, somebody got to do the research.
I'm about to say, somebody has to do it. I'm doing the knowledge, B. You not.
Doing the science.
But she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 projects. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are albums and 3 of them are EPs. And to see the growth of Latto, because, you know, I really didn't have much knowledge of her being on that show.
Yeah, I remember. That's
the Rap Game, is that what it's called? Game, yeah. And so, you know, my girl would occasionally, like, put clips on, and, you know, I would see stuff like that. I'm like, that's Latto? I'm like, Latto started off with this? Because you got to think, the first time I heard of Latto was, like, some of her songs off of Queen of the South. Like, the remix with Gucci Mane, Freaky Girl, and all that. And so I was like, oh, you know, she's just one of another BBL rappers of this era. But, you know, going back in her discography, you can see her growth as an artist. And you can see a huge change from Mulatto, her album, her last album, I guess, as like when she was younger, to the Latto she is now with her album Queen of the South. Yeah. And obviously, I think that that's her best album, which is her second to last album that came out. And Queen of the South was a pretty good album overall, especially for Latto. I think Latto is a really good rapper, especially for this day and age. Based off of mainstream artists, obviously. I'm not comparing her to like an MF Doom or anything like that. But for the mainstream artists, especially when it comes to women, because we know that they're lacking severely. Trust me. So I listened to Latto, and I was like, all right, she got some good bars. She got some good hooks. She has some songs that I really do like. And to me, she doesn't have that thing where she has to bring that bravado to make you feel like, oh, I'm trying to be confident. I'm trying to play tough. Like, I got that little man syndrome. To me, she doesn't have any of that. And to me, whatever she says, especially from her,
believable.
It comes off more believable. Now, some things, especially from her younger stuff, I'm just like, all right, dog. Like, I know you young, so I'm gonna let you slide on this. I give her grace. But some of her older stuff is very dated for even when the time it came out. Because I'm just like, that shit came out like 6 years ago. Yeah. Like, compared to when you put it out now. I get it. I'm giving you grace, but everything just sounded so dated until you got to her Mulatto project, which is obviously her being older and probably out of high school. And like I said, you could see a huge shift between her project of Mulatto and Queen of the South. Where it's like, oh, you know, I'm still a bit meek, I'm still a bit reserved, shy, to, oh yeah, my P word is the best out here. Like, whoa, what are we doing here? But see, I didn't know that she had EPs in between that. So that's where you can see the steady progression of her growing into the Latto that she is now. And so Queen of the South had a pretty good amount of tracks that I did like overall. Like I said, she has good rapping ability, good hooks. Her features are, you know, with some of the people that's on there. But besides that, overall, I did like Queen of the South. And then I had to go and listen to 777 because I'm like, I really like Queen of the South. I didn't think I was going to really like it like that. I was like, all right, I enjoy this album. Went to 777, my girl was like, you know, shout out to my girl. She was like, I didn't like that album. It was too poppy. And 777 was her latest album that came out in 2022. I'm like, it can't be that poppy. I know that she got that Mariah Carey big energy song on there. I'm like, that's probably going to be the only one there. First 3 to 4 songs came on. I'm like, all right, I'm going in right now. Then it got to the big energy. And I'm like, all right, I get it. You got to have the radio song in. Then the rest of the album started playing. I'm like, you catfished me. Dang. You Flo Millied me right here. You went for that formula, the pop sound. I'm like, I get it. And, you know, she does a little softer voice a lot. And she kind of has a good amount of mixture between the rapping stuff and then the pop stuff. But the pop stuff just feels like it just overtakes it because it just goes for a while. Now, one of my favorite songs, if not my favorite song by Latto, is on this album. And it's called Southside. And she's sampling one of the GOATs, especially from Atlanta. Gucci Mane's Vet Pass By. She samples that, and I'm like, hold on. I'm like, she's sampling that. She was just going in. I'm like, hold on. Okay, Latto, you doing the knowledge. I like this. You sampling and you touching base with the people that was before you. And I'm like, okay, I like that because it kind of feels like you paying homage to them. And as a fan of Gucci Mane, I'm like, okay, I like this. And so some of the stuff she does do, I'm like, oh yeah, she's from Atlanta. Or she's from that area, and I really do enjoy it right there. So yeah, Latto overall has I gotta say it's a wonky discography because she only has 2 projects of her being her. Mm-hmm. Like in this present modern day era, she only has 2 projects. Yeah. All the other stuff is like when she was younger, and I give it grace, but that's not the stuff that people are gonna go listen to. Yeah. So yeah, overall, Latto not bad at all. Mm-hmm. But I am interested to see where her next project goes because it has been 2 years. Mm-hmm. I don't know if she's gonna come out with a new project.
She dropped some singles this year, right?
Yeah, she did Ice Spice on that song Sunday Service, and she had a remix with Flo Milli and Megan Thee Stallion, which was pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, her features. You heard it? Yeah. Did you like it? Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I heard that song. I enjoyed it as well, obviously. So I am anticipating to see what she does. And, you know, she has that rapper mentality. Like, oh, she was telling Ice Spice, get in the booth, B. Yeah. She's very competitive, especially from that whole rap game show.
Yeah, she was. She was on there wild. And she won.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So deaf.
Didn't she not sign to him?
Nah, she ended up... Oh, excuse me. She ended up not signing.
But yeah, Latto, overall, I enjoyed the discography. I enjoyed her rapping ability. I enjoy her overall, so I will be definitely listening to her next project to see where she goes. Hopefully she doesn't go too much into poppy rap because I like her when she's rapping. Do I think she's my favorite rapper of this generation? Top 3, out of the women. Come on. If you would have thought overall, come on. You smoking crack. But overall, out of the women, top 3. Hey, did you listen to any of Latto's projects?
No.
But I'm the misogynist. That's crazy.
That's crazy. This boy used, I'm not racist. I got black friends. Correct. Yo, that don't work.
Hey, I connect with them.
Oh my God.
I'm one of the good ones.
Oh my God. Just because you listen to it?
Yes. But yeah, overall, Latto, definitely recommend. Only her last 2 projects, though. Only her last 2, if you like the mainstream sounding music. Now we got to go to our next person and last person. You got any guesses on who I listen to?
Woman?
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj.
No.
Is they like current now? Bia. Cardi B. No, you already did Cardi B. Like you. No. She only have 1 album.
Yeah, she only got like 1 album.
Dang, bro. You did Flo Milli. You did Doja Cat.
Goat.
Dang, who else? I'm off.
Yeah, I knew you wasn't gonna get it. Coi Leray.
Oh nah, bro. Hey, speaking of Coi Leray, freaking girl Drew had a vert. He's like, yeah, she's something like Coi Leray. She know how to throw that little booty or whatever he said. You know, I'm like, oh my God, because I follow him on Twitter, bro. He stay like in Coi Leray. He always having some of the comments, bro. Like he be wilding. Well, yeah, you could go on your Coi Leray. You're wild, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I like it. There's somebody else that like Coi Leray.
I like Coi Leray before.
I think it was you.
I know, I hated her, but I never listened to any of her projects, and so I was scared of that. And so, I listened to Coi Leray's projects, and the projects that she has is Everything Cuz, Everything Cuz 2, Trendsetter, and Koi. And she also has some EPs: Blue Moon, Lemon Cars, and what was the other EP she had? She had another EP. Dang, I forgot the name of it, but. Yeah, I listened to those projects. Dang, I forgot the other EP she had, but I really enjoyed it, though. Yeah. And you could tell the shift from what she was going for because her first 2 projects, she almost ain't make it, B. She almost did not make it. Woo! You could definitely tell her influences because she wears it on her sleeve. But this is definitely during that stud era because she was, yeah, baby, I go to do the baby. I'm like, why are you rapping so hard? It feels forced, especially since I know Coi Leray of now. Yeah. And I've only heard her of now. I never listened to her back then. It just sounds so hard. We gon' F them and it's so little baby. I'm like, oh my God, like why is it so hard? Like, dude, like I don't like this. Oh my God. And so I listened to her first 2 projects. Them issues can be scrapped. She just erased that from her.
Should have shelved them joints.
Yeah, she should have. Because she has an EP and I forgot the name of it at the time of this recording. And the EP was sandwiched in between her album of like her 2 recent albums of now from her first 2 mixtapes. Yeah. You could tell the huge shift she had of musically. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. This is where the change happened. Yeah. I mean, this is the shift. I'm like, this was perfect. I'm like, yeah. It was like 6 tracks. I'm like, yeah, this is it right here. Yeah. Then I went to her debut album. It's called Trendsetter. And this is a song with like No More Parties, I think it was called. Or
Lil Durk?
Yeah.
I know
or More Parties in LA. Whatever.
I think me and my girl watched that music video one day. We was just randomly on YouTube. Other than that, I know no Coi Leray songs.
Well, I listened to it, and she has an album called Trendsetter.
No trends have been set.
Not at all. In fact, she's going into the trends. Yeah. And this is very mainstream poppy, like hip-hop, like right here. Yeah. And I'm not listening to Coi Leray for the lyrics. Because I already know when I'm going into Coi Leray music, she ain't got no like fire lyrics or bars. Right. And so I went into it. This looked like a fun album from the cover. Trendsetter, I will say, is a subpar album. But I did enjoy some tracks on there. All right. She has some stuff on there. I'm like, all right, like you definitely changed, especially from your first 2 mixtapes to now.
And there's that EP going into this to grow.
Mm-hmm. Even though the EP is a lot stronger than this.
Yeah.
But
probably because there's less tracks.
Yes. Less room for error.
Yeah.
Lots of room for error, especially with every other track having a feature on here.
Right.
And she's really tapped into the mainstream audience. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, she's going for all these mainstream sounds, and it's like, I'm not getting enough identity on this album from you. Yeah. Like, I get enough personality, especially when you rap and you do your songs. So I get enough personality from you, but I'm not getting enough identity from you, like, as a song on your own.
Right.
But, like I said, Trendsetter is a subpar project, but I enjoy some songs. Right. There are some songs I'm like, all right, I'll go back to that. Then I went to her last album.
Okay. Is that the one with, like, her face on it?
It's like Coi. It's like her just, like, squatting in the middle, and it's all white background.
I saw it at the record store. I'm like,
that ish was horrible. B. Oh my god.
How many tracks?
I forgot. I think the album was like almost like an hour long. I think, or like 40. I think it was like 40 minutes.
That's still too much Coi Leray, bro.
I mean, her first project was like 40 to 50 minutes.
She's wild.
Yeah. But like I said,
how many listeners did she get on Spotify?
Oh, she's like one of the top 500 people being streamed in the U.S. I mean, on Spotify. Like, she has like 20 million monthly listeners.
It's like, I don't see nobody talking about her music. I just see her.
That's because she has very huge songs, first of all, and her marketing on TikTok is really amazing.
I saw her cook a steak outside yesterday.
Like, she gets out there. She puts her music out there. That album, though, Coi, named after her, she shouldn't have put that out.
Bad beat.
How we talked about how, like, people get the samples and they don't do enough with it. She got all these old samples from older songs.
Yeah.
It did nothing amazing with them. First 2 to 3 tracks, I'm like, all right, this ain't bad. This is jammable. But then we got to the rest of the album. God, these samples are bad. The whole subject matter of that album.
You listen to that EP?
The Lemon Cars? Yeah, that's the last one I listened to.
Yeah.
The subject matter, it's just like, it's like modern day feminism. Like, I'm a bad bee. I could do what I want. I have the power to... You know, because I'm a woman. I'm like... And then she even sampled...
David Guetta.
Yeah, but she even sampled Marvin Gaye on here. It's a Woman's World or whatever. She sampled Marvin Gaye's It's a Man's World. I'm just like... the Marvin estate shouldn't have allowed that. They
must pay a pretty penny.
They had to. Yeah. Because a lot of these samples was not done justice. It was not done well. She didn't do anything too transformative on top of them. Her rapping already isn't that great in terms of being a lyricist or barring me out. So I'm just like, I kind of want you more on that mainstream poppy sound than what these samples are doing on this album. This album was bad. This was bad. Do not do that ish again. Yeah. I know she has a huge song on there, Players.
Yeah.
That's a huge
I
song.
remember that song,
Yeah, and you know,
I do remember that song. Players. I know that song,
And Girls is Players too. Yeah, whole album.
Yeah, I knew that on TikTok.
Yeah, I told you. Great marketing. Yeah. I don't want to do that ish again. Like I said, she got a song on there called Bops. I really like it, even though it has like some sample that Pharrell used, because she even shouted him out on that song. But I was like, I don't need the whole album. I'm like,
this guy right here does the hard work right here, bro.
Yeah, in her last 2 EPs, Blue Moon and Lemon Cars, I think I like Coi Leray when she does EPs.
Yeah.
Less Coi Leray is better Coi Leray.
Yeah.
Because she's way more focused. She's way more in tune. She's kind of curating the sound a bit more. She's focused when she's doing that.
That's why I think Cardi B should drop an EP, bro.
I think so. Yeah. But then again, she got writers, so that's different. She got writers. She got a buttload of money to spend on that production.
My bad, I'm yawning, bro. I just was early.
I thought you were saying you was bored of Coi Leray.
Nah.
Come on, B. But yeah, I like Blue Moon EP, and I like Lemon Cars enough.
Yeah.
It's fine. I mean, But yeah, Blue Moon, I like it because she does have one song because she was responding back to Latto because she thought Latto was body shaming her.
Oh, yeah, song. I remember that.
Blunt Big is Coi Leray. Right? Yeah, then on this song, even though they, got their differences out of the way or whatever, and they're cool, she still shouted her out. So she said something. She said, I'm always on that A. Hop up out the bed and pull a Latto out the bank. I'm just like...
Oh, my God. Alright, like, what's on the docket?
I enjoy that song because of the energy. She does call herself the Lil Uzi Vert of the women's space.
Oh my god!
I'm like, kind of right. I'm like, in comparison to everybody.
She not Playboy
except for
Cardi?
Flo Milli. I think Flo Milli would
She
be
not
that.
Playboy Cardi of the women's space.
Playboy Cardi is definitely, you can see the influence. Him or Chief Keef.
Yeah,
you can definitely see the influence because Chief Keef does have influence.
Yeah, bad influence.
Overall, Coi Leray, that discography is.
Yes, sir.
But I do like some of your songs though, so I don't know if I'll say I'm anticipating your next album, but you got something there. I think when you do the EP stuff, I really enjoy that stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Less room for error. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. It is less room for error, and you need that, Coi Leray, because you can have some really great projects if you really like focused and honed in on that. Hey. But yeah, that's about it for my 2 discographies. I only got. This is the last week I'm doing this, so I think I might do 3 to 4 women. Some that only have 1. And so I'll talk about their projects and what we've been jamming. So make sure y'all stay tuned to that if y'all want to hear me talk about some women's rap. Because we need some more women's rap, man. Hey, man, I do think that the women not genre, but sector of hip-hop, they definitely need more characters. Yeah. We need way more characters because a lot of them are just too similar. And they rap about the same thing. And I'm just like, I get that a lot of the men rap about the same thing, but there's no like equivalence to like.
Yeah, because it's more variety. Even though it's a lot of men that rap about the same thing, it's another variety.
There's way more variety amongst them. While them, like you said with them, it's less room to like really be able to mess up because y'all all rap about the same thing. Yeah. I think not Latto. While I think Latto is one of the better rappers of them, even though I think Doja Cat is the best rapper out of all the women rappers of current day.
Yeah, I got you.
Flo Milli has the most personality, and so does Coi Leray. I think Latto is the best, like, spitting wise, like confidence wise. Mm-hmm. And Meg, she's gonna have the party track. So
yeah. All right, I got you.
That's about it for what we've been jamming and my Coi Leray discography. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the news section of the podcast. And B, I know you're happy about this.
Hey man,
a new Clipse album, entirely produced by Pharrell. What are you expecting from Pusha T and Malice after all these years?
I'm expecting about at least 10 to 11 tracks. I'm expecting Malice to kind of get into his bag of where he's been, like what he's, get into his, his religion bag a little bit. And I expect Pusha to get in his, dope Dylan bars, you know what I'm saying? I think both of them, like with the track they premiered at the runway, introspective track about their parents, really, really was a good track. Really emotional, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of like that. And I'm expecting like some really good production from Pharrell. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he gonna show old boy who's boss.
Oh, Chad.
I hope they get Chad on this, but
because we do need the Neptunes back. Just having Pharrell, might get a little shaky.
We're gonna see how it's gonna go. I'm excited, especially since Malice back. And I'm more of a Clipse fan than a Pusha T fan. Obviously, I like Clipse more together. So. I'm excited, B. I don't know about you. You probably don't have that much expectation.
I don't have much expectations, especially with Malice being out of the game so long and him, becoming a pastor, I believe.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, I thought he went the Mace route. But, him being out the
Mace screwed up.
But, damn, what's his name? Malice. I was about to call him Mace. That's why, because we just talked about Mace. Yeah. But, yeah, with Malice doing his thing and Pusha T always having these Coca-Cola raps.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how this is going to mesh well or blend well together.
Because they both used to have the Coke bar.
Yeah, now it's only one of them. And it's like, you went to Christianity, I believe. I could be wrong.
Maybe talking about pushing that Christ. You know what I'm saying? Push that other C, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he's not going to allow that with pushing Coca-Cola on the same track.
Yeah, but let's see if he push a T.
Trying to push on, what do you say?
If pushing on.
You need to stop pushing P. You need to push a T.
Push a T.
You better
run it on me.
I wonder if he was in the studio like, I'm going to have their heads up with this one. It's so funny. That is so funny.
That's hilarious.
But next project, and last project I guess we can announce, is the A$AP Rocky, Don't Be Dumb.
Oh, yeah, Don't Be Dumb.
Coming out in either August or September.
I think it's September. Believe.
Maybe August. But I know he debuted a song at some runway show, some fashion show. Yeah. I think in Paris.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. Don't Be Dumb. It's Rocky's long-awaited fourth album?
Yeah. Yeah,
fourth album?
Yeah, it's fourth album.
Yeah, because he already has 4 projects.
He had Testing, he had Lord.
Long Live A$AP and That Long Last A$AP. Yeah. Okay, so his 4th studio project.
Yeah.
I will be real with you. I'm not hyped. And that's not to say like, I'm not an A$AP Rocky fan.
Yeah.
I'm a huge A$AP Rocky fan.
Yeah.
I really love Live Love A$AP. I wish that was on vinyl.
Yeah.
I have Long Live A$AP on vinyl. I have At Long Last on A$AP on vinyl. I don't think he's going to pass At Long Last A$AP. And Testing to me was an album that I really didn't enjoy because of how experimental it was based off of his previous projects. I'm not going to say it's the most experimental hip-hop project, but based off of his previous 3 projects, it was the most experimental, and I didn't really like the sound he was going for. And also, I don't know what it is. It's just like I'm not really anticipating albums from people that I'm not really in love with in terms of like artistry.
Yeah.
So A$AP Rocky, we will be probably listening to this for the podcast, and I'm going into this with a mind of like A$AP Rocky's gonna do well. He's gonna give me some good rapping abilities. He's gonna give me some good flows. Hopefully, some
production on it too. It's already been announced too. Remember, I told you before. Already.
I am anticipating no songs, but besides that, I don't know. It's like I don't know what to expect from A$AP Rocky. He's been so gone for so long. He has features here and there, and his feature on Future's project was good. His feature on Doja Cat's project was good.
From what I've been knowing, I'm hearing in the background, and like some people talking about him. He's been going for a minute, so I think we're gonna expect a lot of growth from him. You gotta understand he is. I don't know if they're married, but he's a family man now. He has 2 kids with Rihanna. So I think you're gonna hear a lot of growth. And I also heard that he's been kind of like diving into his roots of like his black roots, because remember he had like a controversy about like talking about Black Lives Matter and all that stuff don't matter to him and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I know he's getting older and he having kids. I think now his
kids are black. Kids are black, so you bet that stuff matter now.
So I think a lot of growth is here, because you're looking at the world in a different lens, especially having children. So I think we're gonna expect a lot of growth, and also you're still gonna get that jiggy A$AP. I already knew it. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say I'm excited, but I am,
looking forward to it.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, especially it being announced, production from Madlib. So I want to know what he's gonna do on.
I think he'll flow and sound really good on some Madlib production.
So I'm really excited when it comes to one thing I say I'm excited for is the growth. I think that has me excited. I just want to see how far. Like, what? It's been how many years? 7, 6?
Because we talked about testing on the last podcast, right?
Oh shit! What? It's been like 5, 6 years, I think.
Probably.
Yeah. So like, yeah, man. I'm really excited for the growth, but I'm not like, oh, I'm so hyped for the album. I just want to see. I love to see where artists go when they take this break. Like, where's the growth? Like, where are you at now? Like, what subject matter you're gonna touch? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just love when we see people like grow. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's even more in music, just people. Period. You know what I'm saying? I just like it. So this one I'm looking forward from A$AP is some growth, man.
All right. I think. I don't know. It's weird because he put the vinyl pre-order up, and I'm just like, dog, your album is like months away. What are you doing right now?
Hey, man.
I get it. I don't know. You think he might throw a shot at Drake here and there now since he did it on Future's album?
I was thinking
he
about
might respond to that.
I think he might say something on Family Matters. He might say something. I think he might talk about him probably smashing on Drake something.
Do you think that A$AP Rocky has been afraid to drop an album because every time he's like, oh, I'm dropping an album soon, and then he drop a single, no one talks about it?
Yeah, I don't think he's afraid. I think other things just get in the way because he does have a lot of other things when it comes to fashion going on, and also these kids. And I feel like it seems like he's a really active father from our lens, like so maybe just family stuff, man. Him putting out the album and not doing the proper promotion for it and marketing for the album.
This wasn't the right time.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I wouldn't say people not talking about it. Cause this some album, I remember he put out some song. People like, yeah, I like this A$AP song. I don't think it gets huge radio play or nothing like that. Cause I don't think that's the sound that he goes for. You know what I mean? Cause he has.
Yeah, he doesn't go for radio sounding songs, but he does have radio songs. Like his last album, not last album, the At Long Last A$AP. It didn't have no radio songs on there. I don't think. But Long Live. I mean, but Long Live.
Killer. He had Effing Problem.
Yeah, I never heard Fashion Killer on the radio, but I know what you mean.
But I'm saying Fashion Killer was like a track, but I think the only song in testing was
Praise the Lord.
That song's so fire. Him and Skepta on that track. Crazy. That video is insane as well. That's a really good high production video.
Do you think we could ever expect another A$AP Mob project though?
I don't know, and that's something I really care for.
It seems like
because I think Ferg stepped away, and then you got Bari doing his thing, and also they actually stepped away from him. Actually, I think they actually kicked him out the group. And, it's just a lot of I think a lot of button heads from what I know. So
I kind of always wish that A$AP Rocky and A$AP Ferg would come out with a project
together.
Yeah, like them two. But I think A$AP Ferg is kind of like now in like a semi-group.
And he didn't even call himself A$AP no more, right?
Who?
He just Ferg.
No, he knows himself A$AP Ferg.
Okay.
Well, at least he's titled that because he was on Denzel Curry's latest song, Hot Ones, and he was titled that. I think they call themselves a group now: A$AP Ferg, Tia Corrine, and Denzel Curry. Though
Tia.
I don't know enough about that, but yeah,
Tia
A$AP Rocky.
Nasty on Twitter. She be being nasty, bro.
Like nasty man or like
no,
just
she's
disgusting?
dating Rob Banks, and then she was like, "I'm Jamaican by penetration." And I was like, "Yo, relax, shorty."
That's your favorite. Those your favorite.
I don't
artists.
follow her because she got a man now. So,
B, are you hurt? Who hurt you, B?
bro, if a chick that I follow and they have a boyfriend, I just don't follow them afterwards. I'm like, bro, I can no longer like think about if me and you know, even though I'm an engaged man, it's nothing like it's not reality. You know what I'm saying? Like. It's just fun.
So you was only following her for her looks, B? Is that what you're telling me?
Pretty much. That's what I do with all women.
I respect the honesty.
Once I get a man, unfollow. Oh, don't get pregnant. I might block you. I don't want you to pop up anywhere on my stuff. Just hated it at that point.
Okay.
B, if we had the old party out here, more toxic, toxic takes. Wait. Yeah, we're gonna relax.
Oh yeah, but last piece of news, Verzuz is back, but on Twitter. What we think about this? I think it's kind of over.
Yeah, bro.
I think that era was
we
like
didn't even care.
over.
Like we got to a point where like nobody cared. You know what I'm saying? Especially like when it over to Thriller or whatever, and then Apple Music had a piece. Like, yeah, it was cool to watch it on your TV with Apple Music, but it was like. It died down. Like, bro, the last one I watched was the Gucci joint. The Gucci and Jeezy. That one was mad uncomfortable. And the funny one was like Bow Wow, and the Soulja Boy one was hilarious. But I kind of drifted off, I think, after the Gucci one.
Yeah, I think to keep the spirit alive, I think Dead End Hip Hop did a really great job
when they was
doing the verses on Twitch and things like that.
Yeah.
So definitely shout out to Dead End Hip Hop because they definitely have some fire verses, and I always love the videos of them doing the recaps. Oh
yeah, I used to be in them joints all the time voting. Because I'm a patron, so I'm in there voting. I'm in there, Jay, like, oh, let me go to the thing and vote. I was like, bro, especially the freaking MF Doom versus freaking LP. Oh, and the Mac Homie versus oh my God, it blanked on me.
I don't know.
But Rod had Mac Homie, and I'm like, Mock, I could have done a better Mock, bro. I forgot who he was.
I think the one person that did the most injustice to someone was FIFO with Outkast.
Oh,
he played nothing from Southern
Playlist.
Yes. He played nothing.
I was like, damn.
I was like, FIFO, you had some of the easiest songs to pick from.
Bro.
What happened?
He had some stuff on there, bro. He wilding.
Hey, shout out to Dead End Hip Hop for keeping that spirit alive. I think that they should bring back Verzuz.
Yeah, they was doing it on, because I know they was doing it on YouTube. They did on Twitch. Then they used to do it on YouTube as well.
I didn't know that.
And then they stopped on YouTube, and I think the next season will be on Twitch as well. But yeah, I used to be on YouTube.
Yeah, they need to bring that back. I'll watch that. Yeah. But Verzuz, like Timbaland and Swizz Beatz doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go ahead and just hand it over to D.
And I think if they do this, they need to go back to the first formula, the producers. I think it's best to have the producers do the verses. Because you have a more range of catalog. And when it comes to artists, it varies. You're gonna have to venture to other genres, in my opinion. But if you do producers, you can go different. You can do multiple.
I'm not sure because I don't think enough producers are big enough for the casual audience, the casual hip hop listener.
What do you mean? They do R&B and everything. They don't just do hip hop and verses. You had Jill Scott, Erykah Badu. You had all.
No. But I'm saying I think people will more so come to see what the artists will do for the verses.
When it comes to production, we was wilding. Like Alchemist versus Just Blaze back in the day. Swizz Beatz versus all that.
Are we talking about verses like with Swizz Beatz in them or Dead End Hip Hop?
Oh, I'm talking about Swizz Beatz.
Yeah, I'm talking about Swizz Beatz in them.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I think that them bringing the artist in brought more people and enticed more people to come in.
I'm saying that it's more for them better to do in production because it's a big variety. Where artists, how many artists got 10 tracks, B? 15, whatever they do.
From back then?
Yeah, like who could they bring up?
If you do 15,
but I'm saying
I think that they'll do
before Diddy is gone. But bro, picture Diddy and Jermaine, like picture these producers, bro. Like it'll be dope.
But that's what I'm saying.
Pharrell versus
that's gonna run out even quicker, especially if you don't. A lot of people ain't gonna care about the producer. Like producers,
look,
there's not enough big producers back then to really hold down verses like that.
Bro, you got R&B producers, bro. They get in their bag. What are you talking about?
But, no. I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm saying to get the casual audience to come in and watch.
See, this dude worried about people watching. We talk about good entertainment, B. That's all I'm speaking on.
Yes, I'm talking about the casual people watching because at the end of the day, they gonna want to make some money
black
off
people
of this.
are gonna listen, bro. Because look, older black people was more in tune to this besides the younger people. You gotta think about look at the audience they was going for at first. Like, look at all the people that was on there, B. It was like a lot of old heads. You know what I mean? They had freaking Babyface and freaking Teddy Riley going against each other. Like, I'm saying, bro, like those tracks, they have an audience for it. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, you could bring in some artists. But I think they should focus on producers as well. Because then you could put some people on, because some of these dope songs are going to get played. You know what I mean? Teddy, like, come on, bro. You got to think about all the dope tracks that was played back in the day that had all these other producers. You know, Dallas Austin, if he get involved. You know what I mean? You got to think about that. He used to produce like a lot of Atlanta.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You see where.
So you don't know that.
The casual mainstream audience won't know that, B, and that's what you're trying to get.
No, you're not.
When you try to do stuff like this to make a good amount of money and profit.
When you know music, you know Dallas Austin and R&B with black people. That's what I'm saying. You don't. You're not casual. You're like not existent in this. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What am I then?
No, I was like, when it comes to I'm talking about R&B, like being in depth into the want to know who the producer is. You don't do that. You're not into that type of stuff. I'm saying,
a lot of people ain't though.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying what they're doing is they grabbing other people from not our generation. Those people know who those people are. Want to know why? Because they actually had the physical copies. They actually knew these people.
So you don't think they're trying to get our age in there?
I'm not saying they're not, but I'm saying they can have another audience too.
Yes, I'm saying that, but I'm saying if you want to really make this successful, bring in the artists.
That is over. The whole
Why do you think that's over?
Bro, we're not in the house no more. It's a rap.
So then what would make you think that they want to see the producers?
But they doing it on freaking X, B.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, why wouldn't they want to?
Well, first of all,
I'm saying them bringing more producers. I'm saying they got away from that. I'm just saying, I'm not saying get away from artists, just scrap them.
No, I get that you're saying mostly bring producers over the artists.
I'm gonna say I'd rather see more producers because I want to see different genres. I want to see different artists go back to back with other artists instead for one artist going against another artist. I want to see more people with different catalogs going against other catalogs instead of being like, oh, this is my song, it's all me and all me. I'm gonna say it's like
I get what you mean. I get what you mean because there's more variety because there's producers that produce for plenty of different people. I get what you're saying, but I'm saying in terms of like artists, when it comes to the viral moments from Verzuz, it's usually because the artist was going against someone else. Like Ray J singing "One Wish." That wouldn't have happened if they wasn't doing artist for artist.
Yeah, that's. I understand what you're saying.
I'm saying if you want to bring in the casual audience, I'm saying, will that be a better show? Yes. What you're saying, yes, it will be a better show. Yeah. But I'm thinking profit-wise to keep this sustainable, bring in the artists.
This stuff's not gonna last. It's not.
I mean, we've already said that before.
I'm speaking. We're
playing devil's advocate.
I'm just speaking on what'd be also cool if they go back to that. Like, yes, they're gonna have the face-to-face people coming. Mm-hmm. Cool, that's fine. I'm just speaking on people that actually like music and want the old heads, because they cater to them too. You gotta understand, there are old. Like if you go back to the old Verzuz, they wasn't catering to us, B.
Mm-hmm. But I think so. A good amount of them.
In the beginning?
No, I'm talking about the most viral ones.
That's what I'm saying. If you think about the beginning, which I said they wasn't catering to our group, they was catering to their group. I'm saying I think they should go more into that because I feel like it was more natural, it was better than most of the stuff that went viral, we were laughing. I actually want to enjoy the music. I
get what you mean, but also we got to remember this is a business. So you want to profit off of this.
Oh, bro,
you want to bring as many people in.
I'm not speaking on that. I'm speaking for music.
So
if I go into business, yes, bring in you can bring in Chief Keef versus Lil Durk or something.
That's what I'm saying. I get what you're saying, and I agree. Entertainment value wise, but I'm saying from a sustainability aspect, the artist is going to bring more people in than that's going to.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with you on that.
Okay, then what?
I'm saying you just brought up something to come back my freaking point. I'm not why. I'm just saying
because
something that I like.
thought that you were saying that.
I'm not saying it's better or nothing.
That's why I said I thought.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought. Bro, I'm just bringing up an idea what I think they should do. I'm not trying to say this is better than that.
See, I thought that's what you were saying.
No, I'm not doing that. I don't care about this tape. I don't even care nothing about this stuff. It's not gonna last.
Oh yeah, I'm probably
especially going on. It's going on freaking Twitch and it being announced on Juneteenth. Like nobody. Oh yeah, on Twitter. Nobody cares what you posted up with Elon Musk. musty. Nobody care about that. Like, you know, Elon Musk is like the richest baby daddy. Like he's a Pookie. What they call Pookie Ray? Elon Musk. He got like 9 baby mamas. Bro, wildin', bro.
Hey,
anyway,
you know he's African, B.
Yeah, he's the richest African American. But like, I'm just saying, I just think they should go back into that as well, into that producer bag. That's all I was saying. Nothing else.
I thought you were saying that they should do that. Like that's it.
No.
That's why I thought you was doing.
No, I'm not trying to say that.
Okay, see, that's why I thought you were saying.
No, I just think they should go more into that as well. Like bring back that.
Okay, I agree. Entertainment value? Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Because like, bro, if they bring back Taylor Riley and Babyface and they can redo that and the audio not messed up, come on, bro. It's gonna be amazing. I'm just saying for music lovers. Snoozing.
I'm just kidding. Taylor Riley and whoever's Babyface, bro. I'll give you those two. Yeah. Now the other one you said?
Who? That was
Michael?
Austin?
Oh yeah.
See, this is music.
What big songs did he do that everybody knows?
Did a lot. What do you mean that everybody knows?
Well, the casual like person my age know that?
Waterfall. You ain't gonna know TLC? You ain't gonna know none of that?
B. Don't nobody look at the producers from back then for their music like that.
Not us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I said
our age. I said my age.
But you know my whole point was not us, B. That's what I was saying.
No, after you said that, because before you didn't say that.
But bro, when I was going into the producers, that's when I was like yo, they talking about people who like love music. They audience back then, they actually knew the people.
When you said back then, I thought you meant back then as in like the audience of Verzuz back then.
I'm talking about, yeah.
See, that's why you gotta be.
I'm talking about both. The audience of Verzuz back then were older people.
Well, I thought you meant Verzuz just in general, because Verzuz ended a long time ago.
Yeah, it did.
So that wasn't back then.
But I'm saying like in 2020 when they started doing it on Instagram Live, that's when more people, all of us was in the house, older people.
Yes.
Our moms and stuff, they was in there. That's what I'm saying.
I get what you mean.
That's who they was focusing on.
But when you say back then, it's not back then when people those age. Yeah. When you don't say that, that's why I'm like, back then, like when Verzuz was popping still. Mm-hmm. That's what I thought you meant. No. See, now I get what you're saying. This guy.
Oh my God. What's next?
All right. We're out of the news section of the podcast. Let's go into the music section of the podcast and talk about Ken and Friends, the pop out.
Man, talk about the pop out. Have you seen clips or watched them?
I've seen some clips. Only a lot of people tried to recreate the wop. That's the only thing. And Westbrook doing the little thing
with his dancing.
Yeah. But besides that, I didn't see anything. I'm gonna preface this right now. Mm. I like Kendrick music. Yeah. I don't like him as like a solo act. Yeah. Like him with just singles. I've said this plenty of times on the podcast. I like him as an album guy. I'm also not a big
So you're not a concert guy, yeah. That's what I would say. When you said that, I'm like, you want to go to a concert.
Remember, I've only been to
the Freddie Gibbs?
No, I've been to 4, because I've been to 2 Rod Wave once, because my girl wanted to go. And I've been to the Freddie Gibbs and...
Travis Scott.
Yeah. Those are the only 2. And I never really had a yearning to go to a concert like that. Because for me personally, I just don't really see the value like that sometimes.
It's just the experience of seeing.
That's why I said sometimes. Yeah. No. That's why I went to get the experience, and I had a fun time.
Yeah. But you was hyped. I remember when you and Shaq came back.
But I'm saying I don't see the value overall going to multiple concerts a year.
Oh, multiple.
Because that's what I'm saying. But
you got some people that just love that.
Yeah. No, and I get that. I'm not taking that experience away. I get that. I said for me, because we all put value in different things. We put our values and stocks in different things.
Oh, most definitely.
And especially since I'm not there, I'm one of those people. If I'm not there, I definitely don't want to see it on TV. Yeah. I'm just one of those people. I'm just if it's something happening in person and it's not a TV show, I kind of want to see it in person. Yeah. So for a concert, and I've tried to watch the Lil Durk one and the Latto one because my girl wanted to watch it on the Amazon Prime, because we got Amazon Prime, obviously. Who don't? And I watched it, I'm just I get it, but this isn't something I would like to watch. Yeah. And I get that what Kendrick did, I want to preface this now. What he did was amazing. Yeah. He had a platform. He put a lot of artists that a lot of people didn't know on that platform. Gave him a lot of shine. United the West Coast. I heard he had Bloods and Clipse up there, moonwalking together or whatever. Yeah. He did all that. I applaud Kendrick for that. This just isn't my thing to watch. Yeah. So I'm not saying I'm a Kendrick hater or anything like that. I got Kendrick albums on vinyl. I want to get all his albums on vinyl at one point. But I'm saying for me, I'm not a big I gotta. I've said this plenty of times on the podcast. I like to listen to the albums in the sequence that it's put in. So I'm not a big singles guy. I'm not a big concert guy, especially I don't want to watch it on the TV. So that's my main reason of it. But I have no beef against this because obviously this is his victory lap, which is great to have because Drake did it. Kendrick's time to do it. It looks like a fun time. It looked like a fun time with everybody there in the reaction. So B, I want to hear your perspective on you watching this.
So me watching this, I'm not like you, I only been to one concert my whole life.
Who?
I went Erykah Badu concert. It's my family. I didn't pay. It was backstage, you know.
Look at this guy.
I never been.
Look, when he says he's tapped in, that's why. That's when we tapping him in.
Anyways, I only been to one in my whole life. Like, I'm not a concert guy. But this was a moment that I'm like, yo, come on. This is coming off the beef. You got to see what's going to happen. It's just going to be, it's going to be, anywhere I go, it lived up to the hype. Like, it was going to be historic. So
I heard nothing bad about this besides Kendrick maybe not knowing a few words or something.
And it didn't even matter at the moment. Because, like, it's your first time performing these things. It doesn't matter. But, like, so to start off, you had DJ Head. He brought out mostly all the people that nobody know. You know, most people I knew like, Rucci came out, I think.
Yeah, you tapped in, B.
Oh my God. You know I'm tapped into the West, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my bad. I need to chill out before I get, you know what I mean? My bad. That was,
you from the BBC?
That was sign language.
ASL.
Sign language, you know what I'm saying? But he brought out a good amount of people that nobody knew. But, like, I feel like when the show really got started, like, he brought out Tommy the Clown. And if you knew, like, the movie Rise and all that with the crumping, so that was a big moment for LA. That was more.
They said that he has a weird case. Why is he around?
Oh my God, that was.
I've heard of that. I don't know anything about that.
I don't know nothing about it.
I don't know about that.
But like when it came, that was a big moment for the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? From the movement with like crumping and all this stuff, and what he did for the youth. I don't know the other stuff they talking about. I didn't even see that. But then when Mustard came out, it was mostly because I was at a showcase for my wedding actually. Like so, I was driving in the car and having it playing on my way back home. And Mustard set is what I got to see majority of, and just seeing the crowd response to like Tyler Creator. I remember like being like, "What? This is crazy!" Because at that point I was parking, I was heading in the house. I'm like ready to put this on the TV, but like that part was amazing. YG coming out was so dope, bro. And you know how he gonna come out in them
loafers,
bro, and just had the crowd just going crazy, and just made me remember like, man, maybe I was wrong about that first album. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Dom coming out was dope, and then him shouting out Nip, and then they did a whole little thing for Nip.
Yeah, I seen that.
That was pretty dope. Oh,
that's why a lot of people on Twitter was recently like, we need to get Yellow album on streaming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They tried to get it, you know, they want to get it back on vinyl, you know, because it was on vinyl.
No, I didn't know
it's limited, though. Like, it's hard, you know. It's like, I don't know. Like,
it's because he can't clear the samples. That's what he said.
Bro, hey. So, like, people, I love that I love the love that people was getting with Dom. Like, Dom came out and they were just like, dang, hold up, bro. Let me load it up. Let me load up some Dom. And I'm like, sometimes I always go back to, like, West Side of Love, too. Like, I love that.
Oh, hard.
Yeah, I go back to that.
His last two projects.
Yeah, but, you know, I don't know, somebody seemed like he forgot how to rap or something, bro. Like,
no,
but anyway.
he did.
Yeah.
Trust me, I listened to him.
Yeah, so that was dope. Just him coming out. He played When I Come Around. No, When I Come Around too. I think he did My Type of Party. I might have missed that.
A lot of people said that he did that.
Yeah. So then Ty came out. I heard he had like mic, you know, with all those wireless mics. He had a situation. I didn't get to see that part. It's some stuff I missed.
Didn't he say
because I was on the road
talking about Vultures 2 coming soon or something like that?
I don't know because I didn't get to see that part. It's some stuff I missed, man.
I'm going based off of what I see on Twitter reaction. So.
Yeah, some stuff I missed. But like, I hate I missed that because I wanted to know the whole.
You didn't want to rewatch it?
No, I haven't rewatched it. Could you rewatch it? Because I know people have it on like on YouTube and stuff, but I haven't.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I haven't had a time.
I think my girl tried to look for it the other day.
Yeah, I don't think it's on Prime, bro.
But I thought that's where you was able to stream it.
Yeah, we streamed it on Prime, but
so
I don't know if they had a replay yet.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
But you know, people got the you know
yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was dope. And who else came out doing? Rowdy Rich. They had a moment that was pretty dope with Rowdy Rich playing his little songs. Like, man, they saying we fell off, and you know, like, yeah, you playing the hits that you wasn't off. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that was dope. People was lit. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we had to wait for Kendrick to come out. Oh my God.
Wait, so go ahead and talk about the Black Hippie set. I heard that.
Oh no. We gotta set. All right. So
set the mood.
So when Kendrick came right on time, bro, he come out. Them superpowers being neutral. Like, bro, everyone's like, no way. He come, like, I'm on Twitter. Everybody's like, yo, you coming out with Euphoria? Like, come on. I didn't think he was going to do this, bro. Yeah. So he come out Euphoria. Oh, bro. I mean, everybody, word for word, like, you just hear the crowd just going. I had my son, me and Cam, bro, the whole set. Cam, like, we singing word. Like, he don't know none of that stuff. Yeah, I know all this stuff. So, like, he goes from Euphoria to, like, DNA. Like, you could tell it was
so
like.
So, Euphoria, did he do the whole song? Because that's like a 6-minute song.
He did the whole song. He messed up. Repeated. He added some more lyrics to it.
Did he say something like, "I'll get you
give me ring back"? Yeah, he said that, but he didn't do like he did at that point when he messed up. He kind of like remixed the verse a little bit, but he didn't like finish it. He went into like
I think what he did right there, because I heard of that. I think what he did was he probably had previous lines of the song.
Oh yeah, because remember they say it's a longer version of the song, so maybe it was some lyrics he was thinking of. Cause like, bro, it's his first time.
Yeah, but also I guess my thing is like, you know, with artists. I know people say this is his first time performing it. Generally, when artists do their first time performing songs, they mess up.
No, I'm just saying it's like I don't know because usually
because I would think that and I get that he probably did a lot of the preparation for this, even though he probably paid people to do the event planning and all that. I'm like, why did he memorize those 3 big songs? You probably already got your other songs memorized in the tuck. Why didn't you memorize like those?
You gotta understand, like when it's not like he like totally just ruined and butchered.
No. I'm not saying that, but I'm like, dang, like I guess like I didn't expect it because at least if an artist don't remember something, he'll quickly. And then he'll kind of like come back.
Yeah, but like you gotta understand, most artists have the song playing in the background.
Oh, he didn't?
He don't do that.
Oh,
this dude rapped the whole thing with no songs in the background.
Okay, that's amazing.
Nothing playing. This dude didn't take a sip of water. Like, bro, I was thinking this dude finna get some water, but he was bringing people on stage. I'm like, bro, I'm like, oh, he finna take a sip. No sip. Breath control, everything was amazing. Yeah, he messed up a few that line on Euphoria and a little bit on that Not Like Us, and that's it. It was just them 2 tracks. Everything else, he did that stuff flawlessly, bro. He even did 6. Yeah, okay. He did 16
in LA.
Like, poof, that part was like,
they said that he absorbed that energy
bro, right on Al Soul. It did that shit like all the lyrics, bro. Cause like, bro, I'm like, so you got that part, and he like you could tell it was a whole theme of like him throwing shots at Drake, bro. Like even from Euphoria to DNA to slap a. I'm gonna make it look sexy. He did Element.
That's one of my favorite songs.
So he did all that, and then he comes with J-Rock, and then J-Rock come out, and they did
Who's Gonna Love It?
I ain't do Hood Gonna Love It. They did King's Money
Dead?
Trees, they did King's Dead.
Okay.
And what else? I think that was the only 2 they did together.
Okay.
And then Al Soul came out, and that's when he like Soul, and then he come out, and that's when he did 616 in LA, and then he's like, man, we missing somebody, and that's when Q came out, and they did like Collard Greens, and they did another song too. I'm bugging.
Did they do any Black Hippie songs?
He did no Black Hippie songs. They was just all on stage together. They did because Schoolboy Q was like, bro, I know you gonna play my song, and then he played King Kunta because that goes crazy in Cali. They love that song, and they was all in there Hoover stomping. It was dope, bro. Like the moment was really like. It just felt like, yo, this
is a true victory lap.
Yes, bro. Like not even about bro. It had nothing to do with the beef.
See. Bro. I didn't know that because what everybody, and this is, we'll talk about this later about how the fandoms are just idiotic. They made that whole thing seem like it was just about Drake.
No, it's not about
because
Drake.
I didn't hear anyone else talk about songs from that besides, what is Drake gonna do next after he plays this? I'm just like, is this whole thing just a shot at Drake? Are y'all not celebrating Kendrick either?
Yeah, the whole thing is mostly was like, yes, I have this beef, but it's a lot about bringing us together.
Yeah.
So like the beef is like, from Kendrick perspective, like me looking at this beef stuff, is him playing the game with Drake. But bro, I'm really out trying to do bigger things.
Yeah, because a lot of people was like, everybody came together just to hate on Drake. I'm like, I thought this was just coming together just to connect the West Side.
It was like
I don't know. That's why I'm talking about the fandom. I'm like, bro, Kendrick Glaze is delusional.
Nah, you gotta. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. These people are just trolls, bro. Don't let the Twitter people get, bro. They just be saying stuff, bro. Because people saying, Kendrick delivered the hate. Same day delivery, Amazon Prime. It's bro, people just saying stuff, bro. But like, yes, it was some hatred in there because he was wilding.
Yes, I get that.
Yeah, but like, it was more like bringing people together. It was just people was more in the moment of like him having all these people on stage, him connecting his group, like his guys back together.
This region,
and then he also like putting these other people on, and it's seeing something bigger. Like, yo, even yes, we did this on the West Coast, but we could do this all over, which ties into like more of the stuff we're gonna talk about later. But I think it was like, yeah, bro, we just gonna keep it on wax. We did that, but like, bro, like outside in these streets, we actually don't need to be, with like this violence
against each other.
Yeah.
Let's unify.
Let's unify. Like, yeah. So like,
we already lost the legend.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what he was saying. Like, we lost too many people. That's what he was saying. Like, we lost too many people, bro. Like, that's why they all took that picture, and he was like, nah. People was trying to leave. He's like, nah, stay on stage. He made everybody stay on stage. Like, most people that performed, he brought them all up, and that's when they took that big picture. I'm pretty sure you saw it.
Yeah. It was like the pimp of...
it looked like a pimp of butterfly. Yeah,
the
like,
pop out or something like that.
Yeah,
to pimp a butterfly.
Right.
Yeah,
but he brought all that out, and I don't know. I just think it was a really good moment for hip hop. Period. Like, it was like, I felt like I was at the show. Like, that was I've seen concerts before, and I'll just be like, they do live streaming, and the audio was good. The camera work, especially with the wah, like that stuff would happen live. Like, that was dope. Like, it was really good moments. And when Dr. Dre came out, it was really dope.
That's when the DV set went crazy.
Very crazy. When Dr. Dre came out, it was really dope. People went crazy, and then him leaving, introducing the They Not Like Us song.
Did they play that song 5 to 6 times for real?
He played it 5 times. Like he
back to back.
Yes, bro. Like
Jesus.
he'll stop in the middle. Then they was the freaking crowd was just singing the song, bro. And then like at the end they played the instrumental, and that's when they were just walking out. But like other than that, like they was just all crip walking, blood walk, all that. You know what I mean? Doing, let me chill, hold up. You know? They was doing all that, but it was more than that, bro. It felt good, bro. It's like, dang, this is dope. Like, and the whole time I'm not thinking about the meaning and what's going on in that song. I was just enjoying the moment of like, yo, this is dope that all these people with red flags, blue flags, blah, 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 blah. But other than that, like, it didn't feel like, oh, we stumping on Drake. But like, bro, you got to understand, like, Twitter and all that internet stuff, that's all.
Remember, that was my only way, because literally, I go on Twitter when I'm either bored or at work.
Yeah.
I never really get it on here when I'm working.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, I just, everybody's, like, main thing was, like, why are we all just concentrating and talk about Drake this whole time? I'm like, is him, because from what I'm saying, people, I've seen some of the people that was on there. I'm like, why are we not talking about these people that's on here? There's some people I didn't even know that performed on there. But I'm just like, why are we not talking about them?
Yeah. I saw a mixture of it all, man. Yeah, because I saw a good amount of people talking about the artist and like, oh man, I can't believe he was on. And then Westside Boogie had his moment.
Yeah, I about to say Boogie.
Yeah, he came, and I got a good amount of people, talking about Dom, talking about Rucci, and talking about what's his name, AZ Cheeks.
The one that was on,
on Schoolboy Q. Yeah. Him and Rucci came out together, and I know they had a little rift against each other. And then they came out, freaking for real, what's his name? Cayenne, whatever. He was there. OG, I think his name. I forgot his name. OG Music, something like. It's other people I heard their names.
Dang, how come the gang wasn't there, B?
Bro, you saw his video?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's up with that, bro. I don't know.
I don't know. I think like he's one of the, if not top 5 West Coast rappers. Mm-hmm. So him not being there, to me, especially with him kind of bringing the West Coast back to prominence back in the early 2000s, it's kind of weird to not see him there. So I'm just really curious what happened.
It's like when it comes like with the game, bro, I think it's a lot of people have like mixed feelings with him on some stuff. I don't know. He's like a top 3 liar in the game.
That plus he's just very, I don't want to say outlandish, but he's very, I want to say abrasive maybe. Yeah. Whereas like he's very like in your face. He's very like unfiltered. Yeah. So it's kind of like one of those things where it seems like he's more of a liability. Yeah. And while great rapper, good albums, it just seems like maybe trouble could have been stirred up there if he was there and the other people were there. And he seems like someone
maybe
that
some people
maybe not want to resolve. Yeah. So it's one of those things where I'm like, maybe. And I'm speculating. We don't know.
We don't know. And then plus, like, I think he had feelings about when Dr. Dre didn't bring him out. He didn't come out doing the Super Bowl performance either. He felt the way about that as well. It was like, I just, like, to be honest, bro, like, to get into Game just not, like Game is a good rapper, bro.
Yes.
Yes, he had the West Coast on his back at one point. But it's like he
has some trouble with things about him.
Just be honest though, like Game don't have that. You get what I mean?
What you mean?
Like he not the guy that he come out and everybody like, oh, it's gay. You get what I mean? Like he never had that. To me as a superstar, he never had that.
I hate that you say that because it's like
you get what I mean.
I agree. That's why I hate that you brought that up because it's like now that you bring it up, it's like. I can't unsee it. It's just crazy because Game got some huge songs.
Yeah, he do.
Especially like for the West Coast, like It's Okay, One Blood, or songs like Hate It or Love It.
Yeah. How We Do.
Yeah, I'm just like he has some of the biggest songs from the West Coast. It's just
it's lower tier though.
Yeah.
A lot of 50 influence.
Come on, B. Stop. I'm just saying. I know what you mean. Stop.
And then One Blood was that remix. Oh my God, I want to shoot that One Blood up.
Yeah. But it just sucks that Game wasn't there. I feel like he was the one. Was Snoop Dogg there?
Nah, Snoop and them in Canada, they doing a tour, him and Dog Pound.
Oh yeah. And I heard Vince Staple wasn't there.
Yeah, he's in the tour as well.
Some people was like, why aren't you there? Why aren't you there? He got mad like, dog.
Yeah.
He's like, dude,
but
Game
not being there, to be honest, and didn't feel nothing. We didn't miss him.
You didn't want Dr. Dre to bring him out? You didn't want that DV set to go crazier?
The Game didn't. He wasn't missed. It still gave out what it was giving. You know what I mean?
You didn't want to hear. You didn't want 50 Cent to come on stage with him?
Oh, 50 ain't from the West, bro. Only West Coast was up there. You know? Hey, my bad. That was on top. But nah, bro. Overall, that thing was historic. It was amazing, bro. And it's not just like me. Like just experiencing that was dope, bro. It was fun, bro. I feel like I was sweating, bro. I was dancing. I was rapping. It was fun, man. It was really fun. You know?
I'm glad you had a good time with it.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I wish more people would actually, focus on the great parts of this because I didn't hear anyone.
You gotta say your timeline because I saw a lot of people talking about
my timeline.
He got that. People, you got a lot of hate in you, so you got a lot of hate on your timeline. It reflects who you are.
Yeah, dude. But I got a lot of Kendrick glazers. Yeah, so I got to go to the Kendrick glazer post to see the Drake glazers. Yeah. That's why I never see the Drake glazers.
Yeah, I see. Like, it's crazy. Like, I see, like, in, like, some Drake stuff. And then, because I follow, like, Akademiks, his people. Like, because I told you, I follow people I don't like. I don't unfollow them. I don't unfollow people, bro. Like, if I don't like it, I'll be like, I just got to hear their perspective. Because I like to have multiple perspectives. Yeah. Even though, like, I know how stuff can get, like, you can see the jokes and muddy, and I'll be like, oh, whatever. Like, it's stuff I see on Drake's side, I'm like, come on, bro, and that stuff. I mean, I'm just still that, I'm always in the middle with everything, bro. But people like me, we don't succeed in life. No, for real, like, nobody want to hear from the people in the middle. Bro, you either hot or cold.
I don't like straddling the fence.
Like, you either rich or poor. You middle class don't get nothing. You get the middle class get the worst. I'm just telling you, you rather be poor than be middle class. They get hit, and if you in the middle, bro, like me, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm in the middle. Some stuff I agree with on that side, some stuff I agree on that side, but nobody care about the people in the middle. So me, I have no biases in this. I'm just in the middle, bro.
I do have a bias because I don't like hearing Kendrick songs outside of the album, personally. I feel you. But I gotta ask you one thing about that, B. Dang, I forgot what I was gonna ask you.
Oh, you trying to go into the next Kendrick subject?
No. F, it was about to pop out. F, it's not coming to me right now. But overall, you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Oh, most definitely. Yeah. It was spectacular, bro. It went above my expectations. It met them and succeeded further. Even the people that don't like Kendrick stuff was on Drake's side, some of them just had to give it up. Mm-hmm. Like even some of them guys that I see on YouTube that was like hard. They were like, yo, this was dope. I can't front. It's just some stuff is just dope. It's just dope. It was dope.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah.
I think it was amazing that he used his platform. Hopefully those people do actually get the fans to come through and support them now for their music since they had the exposure now from Kendrick. Yeah. So that's a very dope thing. I wonder if Kendrick would have done this. Oh, I remember my question now. Yeah. I wonder if Kendrick would have done this. This isn't it. But I wonder if Kendrick would have done this if, the whole Drake thing wouldn't have happened. Do you think he strategically placed this because the hype is on him right now? And because he has been, I don't want to say musically cold, but he has kind of been musically cold for a few years now because of his last album. Doesn't really do many features in between then. Would he have done this without the Drake beef?
I don't know.
And would this have been as big without the Drake beef?
I don't think it probably, him doing this will be cool, but the Drake beef and the whole hype around him right now was perfect. I think it was best to do it while your name is everywhere.
So do you think he was musically cold before this whole Drake beef? And not musically cold as in like, no one's checking for Kendrick, but it's one of those things where it's like, oh, he has a pop-out show. If he would have announced this, if this whole beef didn't happen.
You think, what do you mean? Would he would have done it?
No. Would he have done it now? Yeah, well, yes.
If he wasn't putting out music.
Because I can imagine him doing this right after he released an album.
No, I don't think he would have done it. It's like, why do it if I'm not putting out music?
No, so you do.
Yeah, I don't think he would have done this. Okay. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, he would have never done it. Like, who never? I'm saying I don't think
he done it right now.
Yeah, I don't think he. I think
that's what I was asking.
I think the timing of just everything, the aftermath of everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think he would have done this if he wasn't doing anything.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Right.
But my actual question now is: it true, B, that the West Side doesn't get any love?
Nah, bro. I feel like when it comes to like music, like regions are amazing when it comes to hip hop. That's something I miss. And one thing about with the region of like the West, they always sound like the West. Majority of yours sounding West Coast. So
I think Roddy Ricch was like the one exception.
Yeah, but mostly everybody, Tyler Creator and them have their own sound. Yeah. But most rappers from the West sounds like the West. You get what I mean?
I think except for maybe Kendrick.
I'm just most.
No, I know. I'm now that you say that, I'm just pointing out people. I'm like, dang, they don't F.
Like who?
Well, Absol to me, he doesn't sound West Coast as much.
Come on. I'm saying most. I said most.
No, I know.
You can name people, B.
I know. That's what I'm starting to
like,
think. The people, I'm saying the people
yeah.
currently that I'm naming, like that's the people that I'm thinking about. Like, yeah, they don't really sound West Coast.
Yeah, they don't.
The people that I averagely listen to from the West Coast.
I'm saying most rappers from the West sound like the West. That's all I'm saying. I just love regions in hip hop because you got a certain sound.
But we shouldn't be separating each other. We should be coming together.
No. We started off as separating. When New York was New York, they didn't like people in the South. South made they sound, and now the South is everywhere. So like everybody sound like the South, specifically Atlanta.
So you telling me you're for segregation?
Yeah, that's when it comes to music and regions, because it all matters. Like,
yo, I get it.
Like people, somebody tweeted. I don't know if it was a joke, but I didn't take nothing from it. But a lot of people was in the comments when he said, "Yo, Drake can do the same thing in Houston." I don't know if he was just joking, because like, bro, Drake can't do that in Houston. He's not from Houston. Yeah. It ain't gonna have the same effect.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't grow up listening to these rappers. Like, I'll be like, come on, bro. Like, yeah, if Travis Scott went back to Houston and did this and brought out all these rappers, yes, he can do this.
Travis Scott did go do it. You saw what happened.
Oh, my God. No, he didn't do that. So, and somebody said nobody else can do this. I'm like, bro, freaking, if Young Thug got out of prison and try to bring it, bro, Young Thug can do this.
J. Cole.
I feel like.
Didn't he do that with Dreamfest, kind of?
J. Cole can't do this. Who from North Carolina we gonna be like, woo?
Oh, from North Carolina, no.
I'm talking about from your city.
Oh, I thought you meant from the region.
They said nobody can, your city. From the South, you gotta be like, nah.
See, I always forget he's from the South. I always put him as like the north side. Northeast or east south.
Nah, I'm just saying, I think it's a few artists out there that can do this. I don't think Drake could do this because his city don't have that impact into hip hop. So that's the whole thing that Kendrick was kind of speaking on the beef. Like, it was, yes, you could say it's the close the curtain moment because of, like, this is what I was speaking on, like, the culture of, like, what, what I have and, like, what you really, you don't have. Because you sold us all these other accents. It's like, what else could you bring to be like, yo, this is my sound. This is Toronto. You don't have it. But I do. I'm just saying, bro, that angle he took was pretty dope, bro. Mm-hmm. Drake should have. And no. Before I get this, like the Drake fans gotta relax, because they act like this fool Drake wasn't like drop, like he was egging this dude on, bro. And now it's like, why people are mad that
what, Drake?
No, why people are mad that like people like Drake fans are like, oh, I'm tired of this song now. Oh, it's getting drilled up. Like, yo, you told this dude to drop. And y'all was like, hey, he got so and so. It's like, come on, bro. That like, bro, y'all did this, bro. It's like it's like a freaking pie in the face.
It's literally like when I said it for the Batman games, every game. Bring the Batmobile. Bring the Batmobile. Me. And then you don't get the Batmobile. I don't need the Batmobile. I can get around just gliding in the sky. Right. They brought the Batmobile. Now you're forced to play. Yeah. Now you're forced to use it for missions. You see what happens when you ask for something you don't want? God dang it. Shut up.
Yeah. It was so funny, bro. Drop. That fool drop.
Hey. He dropped way more times than Drake Hacks, though.
No, bro.
Look, all the songs that Kendrick dropped, look, that's what he
dropped. He told him to drop, bro.
Oh, man.
I don't know. Just come on, man.
Look, Drake man dropped at that instant, not later on. Dang, like Kendrick just, it's like when you kill the roach, you just keep stopping. It's like, dude, it's dead. All right, man. But that's about it for the music that we have for this week. Let's go ahead and get into the discussions. Now, B, is Kendrick Lamar a catalyst in the race war happening in hip hop discussions online?
Fill me in on this.
So what I'm seeing is that a lot of people, Drake is under a microscope right now. Mm-hmm. Besides the whole beef thing, like I sent you that tweet yesterday. Oh, he's collaborating with someone that's a racist, that's known of treating black people bad or so and so like that. Him doing the whole Delilah thing. People saying, oh, Drake isn't black. Or, they see mixed people on the timeline saying something. They're like, oh, that's why, people, saying things like, oh, that's why you're not fully black or whatever. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of race things that I've seen on my timeline where I'm just like, dog, like, because they always be like, oh, they not like us. Like, they always kind of like reference some points from Kendrick's songs. I'm just like, Jesus. I'm like, I get the angle that Kendrick was going for with the race thing, even though Rick Ross did it right before him. It's like, it just, shot out the window with everybody on social media as well, because they took it to a whole different angle than what Kendrick was trying to do. Kendrick was personally doing it against Drake. I'm pretty sure he didn't mean this for every single black person that's mixed.
This been going on for a long time.
Yeah, but I'm saying, is he the catalyst for like
he can't
it
be
being in hip hop discussions?
Nah, it been like this, B. I think you just been out of the loop. They've been wilding, like, and it's not.
It is funny when they be like, "Oh, white people having an opinion on hip hop." Can't listen to it.
This always been a part of hip hop.
But
it was like this when Pusha did the Drake. It been like this, and it been like this before the whole Kendrick stuff. He can't be the catalyst because it been started.
Well, catalyst isn't like he started it, but he's definitely helped like push it to another level.
I don't believe so. I think people just him doing that. I wouldn't put that on him. He put out that. And people just grabbed it and just using it. It's Twitter, bro.
That's what that is.
Yeah, I know, but you saying is he the start of it? Like, is he the catalyst of starting?
Okay, so not catalyst, but is he a big proponent of people like amplifying people's like agendas?
Nah.
People's agendas.
Just because they using him, how you gonna put it on him? If they
no. I'm saying
because they using his lyrics.
Because it's easy to clip something from a song, especially nowadays, and use bits of that song and use it against other people.
So Pusha T not a part of that too? They did it with him as well.
Technically Joe Budden's a part of it because he passed the baton to Pusha passed the baton to Kendrick.
I saw that. But this been a discussion, bro, forever. Especially it's mixed people that separate themselves and say we're mixed, we're not black, we mixed. Mm-hmm. So it's a thing. Like, I think it's more amplified now.
That's what I'm saying.
But
that's why I'm literally saying. I said, I didn't say he started it, but
yeah, I think it's more amplified now. I just think a lot of the subcultures are combined now. I feel like a lot of people that was in the red pill space are like on Drake's side for some reason. It's pretty weird. A lot of people I've seen a lot of it. A lot of them are like they like, oh yeah, this. And I'm like, why are these people liking Drake? They used to hate somebody like Drake. But now they like on Drake's side. It was just weird. I'm like, it's like the flip of the coin. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like all this stuff is like kind of intertangled. Because I feel like mingled because I feel like when the discussions on race, discussion on black relationships, all this stuff is in one pot, and now it's all getting
mixed together like gumbo.
Yeah,
like
I think it always had that piece, and now it's just
amplified.
It's on.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't think that has anything to do with Kendrick, to be honest with you. I think it's just now more people are more accessible. Like, things are getting more popular, especially like red pill community. I feel like all this stuff is getting more popular now. And like, it used to be just a sub thing to the side, but I feel like now, since COVID and all this, everything is getting, they like ban mics, no podcasts, this dude talking about black women. It's like all together. I don't think
we've been accused of having 2 white queens.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So it's like, I understand. Like, now I think it's just not Kendrick. I just think during COVID, I think it's just been a mess, bro.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of things.
I think like it's some people talk about things I never thought they'd even come across stuff, and now it's like everywhere now. So I don't think it's Kendrick, bro. I just think it's just.
I don't think he started it. I think he's helped, not him personally and purposefully has helped amplify it, but a lot of people are kind of using that agenda to like kind of like solidify like their own opinion or their own agenda. To kind of push that. They be like, oh, that's why y'all not like us. I'm like, God dang.
Yeah, that's why like it was
all inclusive.
Yeah, and I see that on a whole nother side of Twitter of like the people that separates Black Americans from people that's from America, but their ancestry is from like Trinidad or like their family comes from. They be like, oh, you're not FBA or you're not. You know what I'm saying? You're not a foundational Black American. You see me going at them dudes. You ever see me like saying stuff to? Because sometimes you'll like my tweet. I'll be wilding saying y'all.
If idiots. I see your tweet,
but sometimes I'll be going at those dudes like, bro, come on, y'all sound freaking stupid. Like, bro, like, and it's a whole community on Twitter that's just annoying. About FBA, this, and they like, this is what Kendrick was talking about.
See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's what I mean.
But I'm saying they've been doing that.
But I'm saying it helps amplify it.
Yeah, but I didn't want like.
I'm not saying Kendrick purposely did it, but they definitely like. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about right here. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, it's kind of like you trying to get a gotcha moment. Yeah, but
they do that with so much though. They be grabbing. That's why I don't like to say, oh, this is Kendrick the catalyst for this, because like this been going on for like the last 5-6 years. It's just mixed in now. For some reason, I'm like, why these people are talking to these people now? Like, y'all will never butt heads. But now people that I used to follow are now butting heads with other people that I never thought I'd ever cross paths. And to me, this been before the whole Kendrick thing, bro. It's doing doing, the last 4 years. Man.
Were these people that you never thought would interacted?
Yeah, they're interacting now, like beefing with each other, like
because of after the beef. Or
no, it's not nothing to do with the beef. It has stuff to do with like, racial issues with being mixed or this or the black dynamics between our relationships. It's all that stuff. And I'm saying, yes, people are using Kendrick, but I just don't want to put it. I don't like, the phrase.
I'm not saying Kendrick is the reason.
Yeah.
But because of the things he said, quotables and race stuff towards Drake, people are using that out of the context of the beef.
Yeah.
Trying to use it to push their own and what was it?
They just use it to back up what people been saying for years, though. That's what I'm saying. What Kendrick's saying is nothing new.
Like, yes, I agree.
Rick
but
Ross
it's been put on the
Pusha
mainstream level now.
Yeah, because this is two bigger artists, and I get what you're saying, but it's just crazy, bro. When it comes to this stuff, I'm like, bro, none of us are right, but let's think we're all right. Let's say you're right and I'm right. Now let's create a solution. But it's no solutions.
Yeah, I'm about to say
I don't like you. You don't. Yeah, it's just bickering. That's why I don't get too involved in social media, bro. That's why I don't unfollow. I just go past it. I don't see it no more. I just see something else.
I unfollow because I'm just like, all right, you went to this level, like dog. Like you literally used to just talk about anime.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you gotta understand. This is the biggest hip hop beef ever. It's the most.
This is the biggest musical beef probably ever.
Yeah, well, hip hop because that's mostly beefs. It's beefs in other genres, but
I want to make it sound bigger than it was. Let me make it sound bigger than it was.
Yeah. But yeah, it is bigger. It's mainstream, bro. Like, bro, people at work that don't even listen. I gotta do that work that barely speak English talking about.
But that's because everybody just likes drama.
Yeah, that is the thing. Drama sells and stuff like that. So that's just how
controversy sells. Paul Wall and Chameleon said that early on.
Yeah, that's how it is, bro. But yeah, it's sad.
But yeah.
I hate that my people be arguing about like useless things.
Come on, B.
They fight about things that happened hundreds and 50 years ago. Like, bro, what do that do for you now? Like, what's the solution?
Facts. Let's just all be white.
No, it can't happen, bro. I wake up every morning happy to be who I am. I would never ever want to be nobody.
Nah, my skin ain't black enough, B.
Yeah. And it's like, wow, I'm mad at something I couldn't control. I didn't know my mom and dad was gonna have sex, and I'm just saying, like, how do I could control my? I can't. It's not a creative player. I don't pick who I'm gonna be. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm born this way. I'm like, oh, okay, this is me. Like, why are you upset at somebody who's born in Canada, and they from Canada? He had no control of that, but his dad's American. But his dad was an artist, touring, smashed a Jewish mom. I'm just saying, bro. Like, whatever.
I feel you, B.
Yeah, there's no point.
B, this is what they was talking about when they said that you sound like you rapping to free the slaves.
Yeah, and
I think that versus, I think that line is severely taken out of context.
It's just a stupid thing to say, though. It's like, what did that even mean?
I think from what my understanding, and obviously I could be wrong, I thought he was rapping like how people perceive Kendrick to be this revolutionary that he is, and he's basically saying like you're not really that guy. Like, you're not really that revolutionary that people think you are. Or he could say, like, when Kendrick does that voice, that's the only thing I got from that. When I first heard that, I never took that line of him being, like,
I don't think
racist or xenophobic.
I don't even think he's being racist. I just think he's trying to be, like nonchalant about it. I don't think Drake stands for anything. You know what I mean?
Oh, I agree.
And I'm saying, I don't put that against him because he didn't grow up over here.
Yeah, see, that's my thing.
That's my thing.
People's
but
like,
I'm saying,
you don't know your black roots. I'm just like, what?
Like, I'm not going to put that on him like that, but I'm just saying he don't understand it. Like, he, how he perceives himself, it don't seem like he understands it. Mm-hmm. So him saying it is it's like, bro, you're not going to win saying that, bro. It's stupid. Just don't say that, It's just certain things, it's like, you have to have some type of understanding of. And I don't think he has it. I don't think he stands for anything.
Yeah.
So that's why.
But a lot of people was like, I know someone said like, oh, he's not American? I'm like, what?
Some people, I guess, didn't know Drake was Canadian.
I was just like, because he said something, he was like, what? Does he not know about his own country's roots or something like that? I'm like, he's from Canada, though.
Yeah. His dad's American, but I don't know if his dad taught him. And also, he doesn't over here feeling what other people and being around your family a lot, understanding the history of it. So
he don't see the reparations talk. He don't watch Tariq Nasheed, or he doesn't tune into Dr. Umar.
Oh my God!
Come on, B.
Dr. Umar don't want nothing to do with reparations when it comes to finances though. He believe in like reparations, educational things like that.
Well, if they take my student loans away, yeah, I believe in that too. Shoot, give me anything.
He mean educational, like better, for especially like people in private, just areas with lack of, different, nice books and desks and, people in bad areas. He want schools in like black areas to be funded and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Educational.
Yeah.
I think reparations should be more than just money as well.
Yeah, B, you said you wanted a higher tax credit instead of anything. Oh my God. I mean, not tax credit, higher...
deductible?
No, what's it called?
Bracket?
Credit score.
Credit score? Oh.
You said you just want a high credit score, 800, B.
Oh my God. I care nothing about credit. You know that. My credit score could be 0. It wouldn't bother me.
But last topic on this whole Drake thing. Does Akademiks have a point, B? I'm going to play the clip right now.
All right, what's the clip?
And this is to like everybody in hip-hop media. And I don't know if there's like a consortium, and I don't know if there is some type of conspiracy, and I don't know if maybe I'm left out the group chat that everybody seems to be on code with. Me, myself, personally, I have zero problem with Rolling Stone, Elliot Wilson, Joe Budden, any other person, I don't care who, even fans, and I think as time goes on, I don't care if y'all say Drake lost. It's fine. That's not the thing. What I've realized is that this ain't even about the battle now. When I hear this from Joe, he's echoing what I hear a lot of people are saying to me, but they're not saying stop reporting about, they want me to stop saying anything positive about Drake. I understand there is an entire now eco-structure of people saying, let's now push the narrative that this guy who, let's say he lost a rap battle, but he's done. He's done. He's a culture vulture. He's washed up. We have a new king. He's going to be the best ever. Drake is going to go away. I understand that's a thing that a lot of people want me to echo. I'm sorry. I just listen to Kendrick Lamar like once a month. I listen to Drake every day.
Yeah.
That's about it.
So what was he right about?
I'm saying, does he have a point?
I mean, if he's right.
But the fact of it is, like, people are telling him, like, stop posting. I mean, I get when people say stop posting about Drake because it seems like you're trying to, like, reach for Drake and make it seem like he won or stuff like that. But they're saying, like, oh, you can't post anything positive about Drake. And everybody's like, oh, everybody's against Drake right now, saying, like, he's a culture vulture. He's not really for rap. He's done for. Like, he can never come back from this. Yeah. Basically, that's what Akademiks.
Yeah. I don't know what Ak sees, but I don't see nothing like that. I just think, like, your point, people be like, come on, Ak, like, chill. Like, he'll do little things, but
he be reaching.
Yeah, but Ak is playing to the crowd. He said himself that Drake lost. He bops to this Not Like Us in certain songs. He playing the character. He know people hate that he posts about Drake, so he continue to do it. Drake, Akademiks is a troll.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's also a Drake fan, and like, yes, I listen to Drake more than I listen to Kendrick. That's like
Glazer.
I do. Cause Drake make music more than I can just play it, and I'm like, all right, this is dope. I play some Drake. I'm in this mode. Or like, if I gotta be in a certain setting, sometimes I like listen to a Kendrick song or like a Kendrick, cause mostly like you said, I go to a Kendrick album. Like that's why I don't say, oh, I prefer Kendrick more than Drake. I listen to Drake more than Kendrick because it's easiest to listen to. I always been that way. So when it came to like their music, yeah, but I understand his point. But I think most people see his bias of just being like this. It's not him saying positive things. It's like it seems like he's making an excuse.
He's trying to reach to make him.
Yeah, but I think he's doing that on purpose.
Yeah,
like he know people hate him, and the more people hate him, the more people watch Akademiks.
Yeah.
People love to see his reactions. That's why he do that. You see none of his reactions? Like when Tyler came out, he was just like. And then like that, like his clips are amazing. Like I watch Akademiks. I love to see his reactions to things.
But B, he's corny. Why would you watch him?
I like Ak. Like it's some things I disagree with Ak on, and some stuff I agree with him on.
I agree.
Like other than that, I'm like people gotta understand. Like just because you disagree with somebody, don't mean like you can never like or learn anything from somebody. That's why I listen to everybody. Yes, they might be off on that, but they might have some other stuff. I'm like, all right, you on to something. I might like your anime takes, but I don't like your takes about hip hop. So.
Oh no, I didn't like the anime text either.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it's some stuff from people that you can grab something from them. You can't. I could learn from everybody. You could. That's just life.
But I think the more so point was like this whole narrative being spun about Drake, like what Akademiks said.
Oh, the
like,
whole like he's done.
He's done. Like he's a culture vulture. No one likes him now. The culture is against him. Nah. Like how do you feel about that beat? I have been seeing those tweets. Yeah. I have, like I told you, I seen that whole rebrand tweet. Yeah, I'm just like, Drake needs a rebrand. I'm like, Drake is Drake.
Nah, so what are you talking about? The whole thing about, like, I guess the rebrand is just the whole like pedophile anthem pretty much Kendrick put out. But I don't think that this is gonna affect. They know this just beef. They just people rapping, bro. There's no proof to nothing that nobody says. No proof to it. But like with Drake is gonna be Drake. Drake is a huge, like the biggest rapper.
He's a staple in hip hop.
Yes, bro. He's not going anywhere. It's not even he's a staple in music. Yeah. Like this dude, single-handedly, just him. How much money he got in the music industry, bro? Come on, bro. Like people love to have a Drake feature. They love to do this. Like, just think about if Drake like leaves and step away from music. I think it will take an impact.
Also, we gotta think about it like this. One of the biggest artists ever has PDF file allegations against them, and they're in the grave. Yeah. And they're still one of the biggest artists of all time. Fact. So even that, I'm just like, everybody's saying that Drake needs this rebrand. He's a culture vulture. And, you know, I think it's added because of...
Bro, people been saying this about Drake since, like, 2015.
Yes, and now because Kendrick, like I said, not being a catalyst, but he amplifies that point a bit more because of his songs. And people now are kind of, like, trying to put the pieces together because they wasn't observant before. You know, when he has that whole third verse, which I hate that third verse. All the previous two verses, yeah, but that third verse, it just, to me, it was felt a bit preachy and off throughout the whole song. When he talks about how, like, he went to Atlanta and he basically used them to get, you know, to use them for what they have or whatever. I guess, like, people try to use that, like, oh, like, Drake never really had this. This is like, you do know those people had something to gain from Drake.
Both of them had something
to gain. Like, both people had something to gain.
It's just a good narrative that Kendrick did, because it's a good point.
No, it is a good point. I agree with that. But there is this narrative where people are taking this seriously and are trying to push that. And I'm just
people been saying
but I'm about to say, because Drake has, whenever he touches an artist, he's like Ditto from Pokemon. Yeah. He absorbs the energy. He just absorbs it. He's like Shang Tsung. Yeah.
I never forget when like Drake was listening to Kodak Black, Skirt. This like 2015 on the airplane, and I remember Earl Sweatshirt.
Flocking?
Nah, it was.
Oh, that wasn't no flocking. Nah, when he was dancing on the airplane.
It was Skirt, and Drake was dancing to it, and I never forget Earl Sweatshirt, man. Like, yo, keep Drizzy away from young Kodak.
Oh yeah, I remember
all that stuff. So it's like, people been saying this about Drake, bro. We know what Drake does. Like,
but also Drake puts these people on a way bigger platform.
It's always a double, you know, somebody gain from each side. It's never a one-sided field that Drake just gained. No, they gained as well.
And also, Kendrick worked with Drake.
Yeah.
Y'all never bring that point up. Kendrick worked with Drake. He had something to gain with being on tour with Drake.
Facts.
I just don't get this narrative. Like, I get it. Like, you can call me a Drake glazer all you want. I like Drake. I like Kendrick. But people just making it seem like Drake is just now this evildoer in hip-hop that he can never return back because he's stealing from the culture. He has to do these things.
Like, he didn't help nobody. Like, he helped people as well. Even though if he had something to gain out of it, it doesn't mean he didn't help.
I mean, let's be real. If you have no utility, why would people go to you for anything?
Bro, like, people think like, oh, I was being used. You rather be used or be useless.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. If you have no utility.
But if someone misused you, yeah, that's different. But like, we all want to be used. We all are tools to somebody. Yeah. Like, you want to be useful.
It's just that you want to be on the winning side of both. It's like you don't want the symbiotic relationship. Facts. You want I forgot the relationship. I just think that with this beef, a lot of people are making it their personality, and I'm just like, Kendrick ain't thinking about Drake 24/7 like you are.
Yeah, like, dog. Yeah, it's just Twitter, bro. I don't really care. It's narrative.
That's what I mean. I'd be like, this post is irrelevant. Please don't show it on my timeline again.
Yeah, I don't be caring about them, bro.
I do when I be looking for stuff to just like read and like see some conversation.
Yeah, I see when those big posts pop up, but I don't care. I'm like, it's whatever, bro. It's just people babbling. You know what I'm saying? Like, most stuff I like in my likes, bro, is like big booty chicks and funny stuff. I'm being honest. I'm not.
You saying that he's glad that Elon took the likes away.
That's most definitely. But my girls be wild looking at my likes. Like, look at them though. I'm honest. I can't touch these women.
Look, we're off that topic. This boy turned to dangerous territory. Your girl break this podcast up. You said what?
I show her this. She knows. I'm so open in my relationship.
Let's hit the red button on this one.
Oh my God.
Unlike Drake. But all right.
Boy hit the red button and they said Wile E. Coyote, bro. You didn't see that one?
I see someone trying to explain the red button and trying to put an actual. It was like, if you actually watch the episode of Ren and Stimpy, when he pressed the red button, all of his friends and everybody around him disappears and not actually anything destructive happens. I'm like, all right, dog. Shut up.
Wile E. Coyote had me dying, boy.
Oh my gosh. But B, let's talk about the queen of rap currently. Why has Ice Spice been losing listeners, B?
Hey, bro.
Now, if you guys don't know, Ice Spice, Isis Spice, I don't know her actual name. I think her actual name is Isis. She has lost over 20 million monthly Spotify listeners in 1 year. B, why is that? The queen of rap. Someone who's reigning at the top right now.
It's simple, bro. It's just when it comes to if your song was really hot at that point, and most of it was off that song, and once it fall off, not many people going back to listen to that song. You know, this is one thing I spoke on when we talked about TikTok and some of the music, companies moving out of TikTok and removing some of their songs off of it. Like, bro, like, yes, you can have this fad, but like you also have to make something of it. Like, remember I told you, like with Four Bats, I'm like, yo, bro, you got this. You gotta continue this somehow. And with Ice Spice, what have she got after Munch that was Munch level?
Oh, nothing.
That's what I'm saying. And now she's more of a joke. People act like, she gotten some buzz. She got some commercials. You know, she got some features here and there. With like
she was on the Barbie soundtrack.
You know what I'm saying? She been hanging out with Taylor Swift at one point. But,
Nicki Minaj.
But like I said, the next 2 to 5 with her, if she don't change up something with this album, right now people are just making fun of you. They making fun of your alternative art. They making fun of the art. They making fun of how you rap. You know what I'm saying? Like they say you only got one good verse out there from you. I heard.
Acoustic.
Yeah. So like they said, it's nothing really you can do, bro. Like you don't sound good on the beat. You just got a big butt. Other than that, once that big butt flattens, I don't know, inflates. I don't know what's going on with her, bro.
B, I don't like the fact that you're talking about Isis like this, B. The queen of rap right now.
Nah, bro.
They said that she was the next Pinky, the way she was built.
Well, she need to go into that industry. She'll make a lot of money in OnlyFans.
But
Ice Spice make OnlyFans. She making a lot of money.
More than they
Her money listeners gonna go up. What they are, bro? Make an OnlyFans. Money listeners gonna go.
But
them freak boys, them FANs, he a fan, he a fan. They gonna coming out.
Yeah, God.
Hey, bro, they coming out.
But my opinion on this is basically to kind of utter your sentiments of like. Basically, it's kind of getting regulated now.
Yeah.
TikTok, it can help you grow, and it could kind of make you explode higher than what you are. I think the thing that Ice Spice did cleverly was keep releasing music after that. She was capitalizing off of all this fame. She was on the Barbie soundtrack. She got on the team with Nicki, so now she's Team Nicki.
It's just them songs.
She's kind of it's just the music is just really bad. Like the music, she sounds like she doesn't know how to read. That's how she raps. Yeah. And so I've listened to all her projects. I will be listening to Y2K when it comes out as well. I gotta keep it in the know, B. I love seeing the girls talk about hip hop because their perception on hip hop is insane sometimes. Especially when you go in the comment section, you see the Nicki fans come in. You're like, y'all get the dangerous territory. Yeah, but when it comes to Ice Spice's music, it's very bad. It's very boring. She does the same flow on every single song. Each beat almost sounds the same. The last song that she came out with Sean Paul, was it Sean Paul? With the Sean Paul sample, that song was horrible, horrendous. One of the worst songs I heard this year. And you on that beat, like I said, she sounds like she doesn't know how to read.
She was screaming?
Yeah. No. I'm like, the worst part is same flow on each song. Yeah. And I know she works with that same producer, Riot or whatever. Ice Spice, you need to get away from him. I'm just going to be real.
Get away from the mic.
Because
I don't know why Latto telling her to get in the booth. Stay out of it.
Facts. But yeah, I mean, that song that she had, This Is Latto. Horrible as well. People are saying that she has a scat fetish, even though I don't think that. I just think that Ice Spice just isn't clever, and so those are the only bars she could really give. Yeah. And so my thing is with Ice Spice, I think she needs to be tested a little bit because her best verse ever. This is not saying much.
Album. I mean, the Fisher song. For sure.
Best song. Been hearing it on the radio. Lots of plays. It's getting lots of plays from me whenever it comes up in my playlist. Yeah. That's her best verse.
That's bad because I ain't like that shit.
I'm about saying that's not saying much. So that's your best verse on the guest feature. I mean, that production style suited her for what she wanted to do, and she wasn't doing the whole drill rapping thing. She was kind of a bit more melodic and chill with it, which is good. I guess my thing is like, I'm afraid for this Y2K album. This, I don't think it's gonna flop as hard. I think it's gonna flop, but not as hard as everybody might make it seem. Because this is the thing, people are hating on Ice Spice right now. People don't realize people hate listen. Just like how people hate watch, people hate listen. Yeah. So a lot of those streams are going to be coming from hate listeners. Some of those streams are going to be coming from fans. What they call them, the Munchkins. That's our fan base, the Munchkins. And then there's just going to be some people that's just really curious to see where Ice Spice is going to go, which is me. I'm in the middle of all that to see where this album is going to go sound-wise. Because her last project, the EP, even with the deluxes, just very bad. She got some like catchy songs on there. I get it, and those songs are going to be catchy, but it's not anything that's ever going to hit the same level as Munch. Unless she does something very, very viral, which is going to have to be a video attached to it. Besides that, people are just going to be like, Ice Spice is the butt of the joke most of the time when people talk about her. They talk about her lyrics, the scat fetish, her just sounding or looking acoustic.
Even when she was blowing up, people made fun of her. All I saw was jokes. When I got introduced to her through jokes.
Yeah. So Ice Spice is not one that's taken seriously, and Ice Spice is like, oh, I'm being the one hit wonder allegations. I'm just like, I don't think you are. I just think you're sustaining some of that popularity.
Like, bro, that's a huge dip. That's crazy.
20 million over a year.
That's a crazy
But
dip.
also having over 20 million monthly listeners off of really just one song like that?
That's scary. Because like usually when people have a song like that, it's a song like, man, you can go back to it. It's a really good song. But you gotta understand it was a viral song. It was Munch, and nobody really going. Like, bro, I watched that video. That's the only time I ever heard the full song. Because I got tired of seeing her little curly hair, and I'm like, what is this? And I actually went and watched it.
So,
and I'm like,
I also wonder, like, with TikTok taking music off, does that take away from the streams as well?
I don't believe so. Oh, you talking about like it going on over there? I actually don't know the science.
But I know, like, correlation wise, it definitely has affected that heavily. That and plus, she got some not huge songs like Munch, but she got some big songs from viral sounds on TikTok. But with UMG taking that sound off, it might be a wrap for Ice Spice. Yeah. Unless she does some good marketing like Leray. But she's not gonna last. Yeah, I hate to say it like that. Ice Spice, the queen of rap right now, or the princess of rap, since Nicki's the queen. It's just not gonna work out for you, Ice Spice. Yeah. I'd love to see you prove me wrong. Yeah, though. I'd love to see you prove me wrong. But from the data, it don't look like you are. Yeah. So sorry, Ice Spice. I will be listening to your album though, just to see what it's like.
This guy right here loves the
ladies. No. Unaliving myself. Yeah. Oh, trust me, I'd be wanting to cut my ears off. Next piece of news, kind of sad. Rapper Foolio, unalived at 26 on his own birthday. Yeah. B, you want to speak on this a bit?
Yeah, I want to speak on it a bit. I don't know. Do you know the whole background from them?
I heard that he dissed somebody and he did a song in the cemetery or something like that.
So around like 20, I want to say it's like.
This isn't a Gucci Mane artist, right?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
So he's from Jacksonville, and it was a Jacksonville like gang war, like I don't know, from like 2019, 2018, probably go further, I don't know. But I just knew he was beefing with Young and Ace, and Young and Ace got shot on his brother's birthday. It was like 3 of them got killed, and Young and Ace survived. And Foolio was one of his ops, and he, did the whole music video of at his brother's grave and other guys, singing and all this, talking about, I hit him and now we smoking him and all this type of stuff. My whole thing is I want to speak on it because I just feel like this was something that like I do not condone in hip hop, bro. Like, yes, it's some viral stuff. Yeah, maybe I listened to it. Yeah, I added some numbers, but just me being who I am, I just like to also understand what's going on. But it's just stuff I just wish that we can just get rid of. Like the whole drill stuff just done a lot
Chicago
of damage.
Drill?
Yeah, just drill. Because, they do drill everywhere. Like mostly drill now is technically you dissing your ops pretty much. And now you're dead ops and actually going to their freaking, blocks and going to their grave sites is something you could do. I don't know, this is a subculture of our hip hop culture and also street culture that I don't know nothing about. I don't partake in, but I just don't think it's good for the culture, bro. I think it's bad, and it sucks that this man lost his life on his birthday as well. It's poetic how things work, And it just sometimes, bro, I don't like speaking down on the dead, bro. I don't want to talk bad on the dead. And I'm not talking bad about him. I'm just speaking on like the stuff that he condoned and was a part of. Is like, man, like it could be entertaining, people laughing and stuff, bro. And people like, man, this was dope. He was really talented and all this type of stuff. And it's just like, what he was doing was not right. And then I don't think that type of stuff should, just think about people talking, like you can go back to like Charleston White, like think about like us as like consumers actually smoke, oh, we smoking on a Tuka and all this, and it's like a 13, 12-year-old kid. And like we're like, oh yeah, and people in the comments saying it, and people condone, it's like, bro, you're talking about somebody's child. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it's really disgusting if you really think about the what drill or whatever brought to hip hop, bro. Like that's why, yeah, I said Chief Keef wasn't a freaking, he wasn't influential, but I'm like, what he was the catalyst of, kind of like was really detrimental in my opinion. I know he had some impact, but like the drill stuff, I think should be like kicked out, and we shouldn't really be putting money into these artists. I really think none of them should be making any money. And I'm sorry, I know y'all got families, but I don't like this stuff. It's to me, I just think it's whack. And yes, not just people in our culture, as in black, watch this stuff too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people think hip hop culture represents all of black culture, which
but it don't.
It to me it represents a subsector section of it, but it doesn't represent black people as a whole.
It doesn't.
So I will say that does put a negative light on black people, like how a lot of people say, like, even though this is like a totally different like comparison, how people say like, oh, Sexy Red is like the stereotypical like look of how Americans see black women because of like how she represents herself in the media, and how black people, when it comes to celebrities, especially in the music, they will pedestalize those who represent debauchery and pervertedness.
The things that we represent the most is the bad. So like the stuff that's championed in our community is like the ratchetness.
That's the people that we celebrate.
Yeah, but like,
or we get for rewards.
Like if you actually ask a regular black person, like, yo, what your mom do or what your dad do? Like, they normal people, bro. They not like in the streets and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it does suck that this, I hate to say, represents us, because it doesn't represent us as a whole. It represents a subsector of people, but because that's what people mostly see of black people, especially when it comes to the media and all these things that these people do for viral moments, this is what gets put out for black people, and this is what's bad for the culture.
It's bad for the culture, bro.
As someone who is young, as they are, the young man that died.
He was 26.
Why promote that?
Yeah.
Why do you, and I get it, you're young, you think you're invincible. You don't think someone could touch you? That could happen to you? And I'm a big believer of God. I'm not going to say who, because I don't want to get into people trying to, people are just weird when it comes to you putting that out there. But I think, like, karma is a factor, I guess. Karmic retribution, things like that. Whatever you put out, you're going to get that back with you. Like, energy is neither created nor destroyed. So you putting out and bragging about your dead ops, going to the grave, being very disrespectful. And I know that we not speaking ill of the dead. I would say this to just a young kid. Why the F would you even do that?
It's like what they say.
Why have we made that a cool thing? Like, there's just so many things. Like, I was talking to one of my friends one time where, you know, oh yeah, we put him in a pack. A lot of that black slang like that, like, oh, mid and this is gas, like that has moved into anime culture. We say that very casually, like, oh yeah, this character from Goku got put in the pack by Cell. You know, it's like one of those things where it's like it's become so desensitized to us, where it's like it's normal and people just don't care. Like we're just like, oh, another one. At this point, it's just like, oh, another one.
But like with social media and stuff, it's like you get desensitized to it.
I think it's the internet. I think just the internet desensitizes you to it, because it just gives you way more access to a lot more things.
It was like with police brutality at the time, and like a lot of those unarmed black men getting killed, and people like, oh, somebody else, oh, another one, like, you know, back to back. So it's like it gets to a point
even though
where
that's
like,
really rare in comparison.
Yeah, it's rare in real life, but I'm saying when you were seeing it on.
Yeah, but social media definitely amplified it, make it seem like, dang, it's
and stuff being on camera and you seeing it and always popping up and desensitize you to it. It's just like, oh, it's every day. So it's just to a point, it's like, bro, like, how long is this gonna last? Like, why every year a rapper has to die?
Or every few months, really.
It's way
and
more.
Trust me, you know who the first person to react to that? No Jumper.
Yeah, it's some people that has, like, you know, that has bigger names, but bro, rappers pretty much die like every day if you actually think about it. Even though they probably not the biggest, but I always see like, oh man, he was coming up, and I'm like, oh, somebody, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let me specify that. Some rapper gets unalived every day.
Yeah.
Because there's rappers who did pass who sadly had a untimely demise because of certain sicknesses and health issues.
Yeah.
Then there's some they're just in the wrong business. Like, dude, you're in music now, you're getting money. I get that this is what got you here. Use that money wisely. Like, don't profit and don't try and use that as your angle, because when someone comes after you, then your family gonna have to do what you did. You're not a source of income for them no more. It's a cycle.
And it's just a cycle. I'll just say, R.I.P. to that man. R.I.P. to all the people he dissed and all that, and just hopefully every family, heals, and because all this stuff right here, bro, it's just stupid. But I know it'll never change because it sells. It sells. It sucks. Bad for the culture.
Yep, this is what's bad for the culture.
Yeah.
But I guess we can move on to a lighter topic.
Okay, we get a little lighter.
Can black artists make pop music in today's era? Now, I've got this because shout out to Galvin from the Blurred Mind podcast. I saw him quote tweet this, and he said something about it. I responded as usual because I just like to argue with him sometimes. But I wanted to go to the main tweet and not me and his conversation. Chloe Bailey recently said that her music is categorized as R&B because she is black. And this is her quote. Any music I do will easily and quickly be categorized as R&B because I'm a black woman. If someone who didn't have my skin tone made the same music, it would be in the pop categories. That's just the way it's always been in life. And another quote that she has, music has no race. It has no genre. It has none of that. It's just a feeling and it's a vibration.
Like,
B?
It's like when I read that, and like I understand what she's saying, because it's some truth in that. I think it's truth in a little bit of both. But I also think that I don't think your music just is that good enough to, not I wouldn't say it's good enough, it's just not reaching a certain audience.
And so this is why I told you earlier this week, I'm glad that I was listening to the Chloe and Bailey album, and I was listening to more.
You listen to her album by herself?
No. I think I will though this week.
Because I think if you listen to her album, you'll get more of a pop vibe too.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like
she
I
has
said,
R&B,
yeah. And like you said, and we've talked about this for I don't know how many podcast episodes. This is always going to be
the podcast seemed like it's longer to me in my head because we had a whole freaking conversation before we even hit record.
So my thing is this. As a black woman, generally you're going to be looked at as an R&B artist because black women being in pop is not the norm. Like, who's the pop artist that we have black women-wise in pop? We have Nicki, Beyonce,
SZA now.
SZA, Whitney Houston.
Yeah, Whitney was back in the day though. But
yeah, I was just saying in general. Like, just to say, like, look at how long those generations are. Doja Cat.
Rihanna.
We have, Rihanna. We have 6 out of how many years of pop? Like, that's not many.
When Tinashe tries to do stuff.
Yeah.
But I know her stuff never really just hit.
But I mean, like, people who look at them like, oh, that's a pop artist. That's what I meant.
Yeah, okay.
I meant that. Like, not the whole, like, sound and all that. Like, generally speaking, over all the years of music that we've had, when it comes to a black woman making music, it's mostly R&B, if not rap.
But Aretha Franklin was huge.
Oh, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot her. I don't know how I forgot her.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking soul and funk for her. But yeah. And I hate to say it, but some people only see pop music as just popular music. Music that's played on the radio, music that's played on that station. If you're not hitting that demographic, by that standard, because I still think pop has a sound, so I will listen to your album and see. But I think pop has a sound personally, and I think it does have the demographic aspect. But there's just some people who think that's just because of the demographic or the whole sound and demographic thing or whatever. It reaching the populace, the masses. Chloe Bailey only has 2 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Yeah. I hate to say it like this when I got to break it down in numbers. This is the quantitative data I was talking about. You don't have enough listeners to even justify that your music is deemed popular. No, yes, it's popular in the scope of like people who ain't getting listeners, but in the scope of actually pop music and putting it up against the biggest pop hits right now, but I hate to say the music ain't pushing.
Yeah, but I think race will have a lot to do with it.
I do agree because this goes back to the ego point where Tyler didn't want to be under the rap hip hop section. He wanted to be categorized as pop for Igor winning the Grammy, but instead he won a Grammy for best hip hop album or best rap album of the year. So I do think that yes, she is right a bit. Now the whole like music doesn't have no genre thing, I think it's a bit muddy for me.
Yeah, it's like I agree with her because music to me, that's why I listen to so much music. To me, I understand that point. because it's a feeling. Like most music make me feel good. I don't go to this. Oh, it's a rock album, so I'm listening to it. You know, if it's good, I listen to it. Like that's why I don't. Like it's country. Like I say, I got a joke when I'm like, oh yeah, I like all music except country, but like I like country songs too. I like music. I'm a music fan.
See, and me, I can't say that because I don't listen to all genres.
Yeah.
I tell people all this all the time. I only listen to hip hop and R&B.
Yeah.
Like technically, I listen to pop too, kind of, but who don't listen to pop by that standard, right?
Right.
And so for me, I think there is a genre because not every single thing needs a specific detail, but everything needs to be grouped together.
I get you.
Like, I'm not going to say,
category.
like, because if genre don't have music, oh, yeah, you like MF Doom? Let me go ahead and recommend you that Taylor Swift. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we do need that genre, that sector to help categorize things. But
I think overall, she has a point with the feeling.
Yes, I do agree with the feeling. That's a personal thing. Like, oh, how do you get down with this? Because a lot of people don't.
That's what I'm saying. That I don't. If you go by feeling, there's no genre. Because any song can make you feel good.
I agree.
So that's what she means.
See, I didn't get that from that.
Yeah.
I just thought like, oh, if you like it, you like it. Mm-hmm. Like it's like, but there is no genre because music is just music.
That's what it is.
I kind of like the genre aspect.
Yeah, I know. I understand what you're saying. I get you, but
I'm not saying that she got to be pop. Like she can't be pop. I'm not saying as a black woman she cannot be pop. I think you can be because people like Doja Cat.
Yeah, she could, but I'm saying like when it comes to be honest, like with the music industry, you gotta also look at wide variety of audiences. Like if you are a white artist, you will have more eyes on you, especially in the pop sector.
Because that's the biggest section.
So that's why she's saying her being black, she probably won't appeal to certain people. But if she have a song that's big enough, you could appeal to you only get a few in. That's why I'm saying it's like I understand her, I get what she's saying, but I also see the other side. So I like I'm saying, I'm always in the middle. Because like what she's saying is not completely wrong.
I agree.
Because if you go by history, which I like to do, a lot of historical facts will point towards her direction when it comes to like race in pop music. Like you even brought up one with Tyler Creator. Mm-hmm. You can bring it up with history with a lot of artists critiquing the Grammys about that, especially with music.
And so this is my thing. When artists do submit their music, do they get to choose to submit what genre they put it under? Because that's the interesting point to me.
Yeah, but you got the people that's a part of the category when it comes to what they call them, a part of the Grammys and all these award shows that actually put them where they at. Or you can submit, but it don't mean you're gonna get in there. Or get inside.
No, not the Grammys. I mean like when you put it on like Apple Music and you put it on streaming services and DSPs. And
do they do? Oh, this is a hip hop genre.
Like, does the artist do that themselves, or does
I actually don't know the behind the scenes of like what?
See, and that's the thing too, because you know on I wish you could do it on Spotify. I know on Apple Music you could see the genre. Yeah. So I wonder if artists have any type of pull in that section.
Because you also gotta look at playlists too, and people just, oh yeah, this is a popular song. We put this here. Getting on playlists now is a big thing. Yeah. Like maybe she's not getting on those playlists. Yeah, facts. Streaming.
Yeah, because I don't know, Chloe Bailey, while she might have the sound of a pop artist, the numbers don't justify it being pop music. Yeah. And so, like I said, to me, you can have the sound of pop, but that doesn't guarantee that you're going to make pop numbers.
Yeah, and also people really gotta understand. Sometimes you gotta have it. It's always like something that you just have it. You know, some people just have an aura about them, and sometimes, like I talked about the game. To me, the game don't have that aura. It's an aura that some people have, bro.
I don't know. I think with Chloe, what's this one? Yeah, this one's Chloe. I think with the moves she's made, she hasn't necessarily gotten herself in the pop yet. I'm not gonna say like her work ethic isn't getting her there or anything like that, because I don't keep up with her music like that. But her sister was in The Little Mermaid. Mm-hmm. I think it'll be an easier transition for her to do something like that than it would be for Chloe.
She had more eyes on her?
Yes. She had The Little Mermaid is like arguably one of the biggest Disney movies outside of Pixar movies. Like, so having a big IP like that, also kind of having the co-sign of Beyonce, you're dating one of the famous YouTubers, DDG, you just had a baby, a whole bunch of people never speak badly about Hailey. Yeah, when it comes to Chloe, though, people make fun of her. People say she has the sex appeal of a PS2 beat.
Yeah, but they lying. What, bro?
They lying. But I think what it is with Chloe, I think it's one of those things where it's like, you trying too hard? That's what it seems like. Because a lot of people, either make her the joke when I do see her
I see that too.
on Twitter. I never see anything good about her music. Some girls here and there might say something, but besides that, I never like see people sharing her music.
Yeah, I don't like her music either. Me and my girl, like, I actually laugh at her music as well.
I heard that she's a horrible writer. From some of I heard one snippet of a song one time. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, I don't like some of the lyrics and stuff.
And that's why I said that Chloe Bailey album didn't really do it for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess my thing is like, you just gotta, like you said, gotta have that thing. Yeah. I don't think you have that breakout song yet. Yeah. Because, to me, honest, personally, I still don't even know your name like that. Yeah. Whenever I talk about one of y'all, I say, oh, Chloe or Bailey. I don't know which one.
Victor Monet on her way, though.
Victoria Monet?
Yeah, Victoria Monet, my bad.
I think she's there.
She's on her way. I'm saying she ain't hit that yet.
I think that On My Mama song did something for her.
But I'm saying she's not where I think she can be. I
agree.
Like up there close to like a SZA or something.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Because she has the stage presence. She's can freaking dance. She's so talented. Oh my god.
Yeah, her last album, her two albums, they sound like R&B mixed with pop, kind of like funkish too. Kind of.
She's her.
He says she's HER.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, Chloe Bailey, keep doing what you got to do to get there. But until you reach that magnitude of like the popularity, you will be categorized as R&B because you're singing over beats and you're black.
And you're black. Sound wild. I can clip that. Make you sound wild with those boys.
Make sure his face is so they don't see my skin, B. All right, but last topic, because we don't have to go into the whole country grammar this time.
All right.
Yeah. Let's react to the 2024 XXL freshman class. Mm-hmm. Just came out, just released, and on the cover, we have Lay Banks, Maya the Don.
Hold up, who?
Lay Banks.
Let me look at these. Keep going.
Maya the Don, Big X the Plug. If you're not on TikTok like that, you won't know Lay Banks.
Yeah, I don't know. Lay Banks is the girl with the big mouth.
Lady Motor. They like scaring the Negroes away music.
Most definitely, her.
Oh, yeah.
I seen her before.
Big X the Plug, Huncho, Skilla Baby, Cash Cobain, That Mexican OT, Rich Amiri, Boss Man D-Lo, Four Bats, and Scarlett.
We got 3 Texas artists on here.
Hey, who's? Oh, yeah, we do. The Mexican OT, Four Bats, and the Big X the Plug. Mm-hmm. B, how you feeling about this list?
I guess it's okay. None of these names are like... Yeah, what's her name?
Which one, Lay Banks?
Yeah, Lay Banks. I didn't know her by name, but I know who she is. But who's the big chick by Big X the Plug? I never heard of her.
Maya the Don.
I don't know.
Because I think Scarlett is the one to the right.
I know Scarlett. She's the only one I don't know. I'm not familiar with at all.
Yeah, I've heard of her. I've heard some of her music like through TikTok.
Is this Rich Amiri?
Yes.
I never heard of him either.
He's part of that whole little wave with like Destroy Lonely, Ken Carson.
Yeah, I don't know Rich Amiri.
He's part of that underground TikTok sound.
The chick with the floofa, poofa, whatever you call it.
You didn't see that?
Fupa, whatever they call it. And Scarlett is like so like cringe, especially when she did that song with twerking and stuff. It's just she's doing stuff that don't fit her.
Yeah, but I think some of the standouts on here, I think. I mean, a lot of these artists are like super mainstream, but I think Lay Banks, I can't escape her on TikTok, and she has a huge song happening right now. Four Bats obviously had a huge moment. Boss Man D-Lo obviously had a huge moment, especially with him getting exposed. And
he got exposed for what?
He got shown his meat.
Oh, not Boss Man.
You know that song, Foot 4 eating hibachi? And so I guess a girl posted a picture of him and his meat. And they said, "Oh, that he was the hibachi they was eating." Oh. Hey, but that doesn't stop this motion because I hear songs on the radio.
Yeah.
Big X the Plug is definitely one that should be on there. Huncho was one that I'm not too familiar with, but I've heard of some of his songs.
Yeah. I remember he dated Keisha Cole for like 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, then he went with the other girl.
Yeah.
And Keisha was looking foolish.
No pun intended.
That's a shotty.
Yeah. Oh, that is. Dang, that's my bad. Dang, that's how much she should have cheated, I guess.
There's the Mexican OT who I always hear his song on the radio with him and Paul Wall. Mm-hmm. He's definitely been putting the work in. Cash Cobain is definitely one that I didn't expect him to be on here so quickly. Like, he definitely would have been a next year contender for sure.
Cash Cobain?
I thought that because the only big song he had was like Fisher. Like,
yeah, but I think he has his production stuff, I think, actually. And then you got to understand of him being on it because of moment. You got to understand, like, he has a thing right now.
Yeah, so but that was quick. Like,
look, I guess look at his moment compared to, like, Skrilla Baby compared to freaking Huncho.
No, production wise, I get it.
But I'm just saying, even his rapping moment. What's a Huncho song you know? You get what I mean? You know him though. His moment bigger than most. To me, ain't nobody on there besides 4 Bats that have more emotion that I've seen.
You don't think Bossman D-Lo?
Bossman got motion with his song, but I'm talking about seeing them.
Seeing them? Okay,
I seen them more people talking to him.
Richard Miri has that underground TikTok.
Yeah, I don't know
sound.
nothing about him.
Like I said, he's categorized with
Meskin
like
OT, yes, I see Meskin OT.
Same, because he has a song with the baby.
And then I see her because of TikTok. But other than that, I don't see. Plug, I saw him a little bit last year.
Skilla Baby,
I've been knowing him for a while from Detroit.
Is he?
Yeah, that's him. I remember when he was like, this one guy I watched used to direct his videos. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Other than that.
Yeah, 4 Bats making it on here. Makes sense with the virality of his moment. Yeah, I'm just like, dog, why do you came on here shirt off? Just why? But this, to me, this is the one class from the last few previous years that I actually know everybody.
It's just 2 people I didn't know.
Yeah, I know everybody, or at least I've heard of them, or I've heard some of their music. Like, in terms of, like, I've heard a song on TikTok or 2. So, I mean, TikTok definitely has given more accessibility to a lot of artists now. Mm-hmm. But I think these artists will have a long career?
I don't know. It's getting to a point where, like, XXL is, like, aging out for us. Like, I feel like I have no attachment to it anymore. I think the last class I actually was kind of attached to was the 2016 class, I believe.
What was the one?
Uzi now? Yeah, 21, yeah.
Either 2015 or 2014, maybe?
I won 2016?
I could be wrong. I
think that's the last class that I actually was like, oh, yeah,
you know, like the class people. After that with Playboy Cardi and
I like Cardi, but I didn't care for
Made in Tokyo?
Yeah, I didn't care about that class. Nah. But I'm saying the class, I'm like, ooh, like they got more than 5 artists I rock with.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
That's the last class.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with that still.
Other than that, everybody else been like, there's no class. I don't think it's going to get to a point where I don't know if it's a hot take because I don't think nobody really cares. I think 10 years from now, it will be no more freshmen. And maybe sooner than that.
You think
there's no hype for this?
You think a newer platform might come through?
I didn't hear nobody say who's going to be on the freshman list this year. I haven't been hearing.
Well,
that.
I've seen the
haven't
people
seen
looking
none
at the
of
leaks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't even see nobody talking about it no more. I used to always be on Twitter since like 2009, and I'd be like, you know, it's mostly in 2011 when people be like, I wonder who's gonna be on the freshman list this year. We know someone gonna be on it now. I don't see that no more. Mm-hmm. And I'm in the hip hop community on Twitter now, back in it, and I ain't seen nobody talk about it. I was surprised when I seen this, but I don't know. I think it's irrelevant. I don't even think it means anything anymore.
I think for them it does. For them, because you know it's a moment for them.
Yeah, but I don't even.
But for us as a casual listener, not the casual.
For them, I don't even. I think they giving XL more for more hype.
Oh, I agree.
I don't think it's the other way around no more. I
agree.
They help.
But I'm saying for them, it's like a moment. Like, of
course, I was
double XL. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like for them, it's a moment because it's like I'm fine. Like I'm on the. I've seen other people do this. It's like when people go to the Breakfast Club. Like, I used to watch people. Yeah, I know it's way different, but it's one of those things where it's like, I used to look at the double XL freshman freestyles. Now I'm doing one. Yeah. I think it's one of those like full circle moments. But besides that, yeah, this class right here, I know most of them, but I'm just not interested. Nah, bro. I just think it's interesting because it's like this is the one class where I'm like, dang, I know everybody, but it's just like, well.
Yeah, I think each class I know pretty much everybody. I just don't listen to them.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Like the last few classes, I'm just like, who is that? Who is that? Who is that?
I know probably most of the people. I wouldn't say I know everybody. I know most of the people. Like I know most of the people here. Just 2 I didn't know.
I think Double XL is one of those things where it's like, you just keep showing me each year. I'm really becoming the old man, B.
Yeah. Nobody care about Double XL no more. Only thing they have is the freshman list. Nobody care about what they say, what they tweet.
No. Oh, yeah, no, not at all.
That's the only thing they have.
I think they was the one who had the Ghostface article with him talking about no storytelling. Yeah. Everyone's like, shut up.
Shut up, bro.
But
yeah, man.
But that's about it for the docket, man. We have one more topic, but we're going to say that for next time if we get back to it.
Because we can't come in here and have a pod before the pod. We be wilded, bro.
I should just turn the camera on as soon as you come in.
That all should have been on the camera, bro. We was wilded. Oh, my God.
Oh, man. That's why whenever we get the space of time, we get some tray tables, get our laptops, start looking stuff up, be able to just like, no, see, this is awesome. Yeah. I'm going to get that I'm going to get my iPad with a keyboard. I'm going to See, this is what I'm talking about right here.
Yeah, man, fact checking.
Yeah, but that's about it for the podcast. B, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a little tired. You know what I'm saying? I got a long day of work ahead of me. You know, but I'm feeling good. I love coming here, bro. I'll be excited to come here every Monday. I'll just be wilding and talking, saying some wild stuff. Just like you know, after I leave here, I go back to real life and being a dad. You know what I'm saying? This is like the only moment when I'm like, dang, I'm an individual. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't.
You know, you don't understand yet. You don't understand yet. You know, one day you will. One day you will.
Look, knock on wood. Don't put that on me too soon.
Man, say, I don't want no kids.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. I feel you.
Oh, man, but that's been about it for the podcast. Make sure y'all like and subscribe on the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Check out this podcast on other streaming platforms such as YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and any other streaming podcast that has us, like Amazon Music, which I know no one uses that.
Yeah. It looked kind of cool, though. I was looking at the interface. I'm like, this kind of look dope. But I would not use it, though.
But yeah, I mean, you can listen to us on YouTube Music, too, but I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all ain't using it.
I got a homie that uses it. I'd be like, huh?
I have it on my phone just to see what it looks like because YouTube says that it gives them podcast features. I don't know. But yeah, make sure to give us a rating, 5 stars preferably. But hey, if you don't want to, well, come to YouTube and dislike the video.
Yeah, thanks.
Still give us 5 stars on that platform, but give us a thumbs up or thumbs down on YouTube videos. Clips are always available, so make sure y'all come to the YouTube for daily content in case you can't digest the whole podcast itself.
Little simple brains.
You have anything else to add?
That's all. I ain't got nothing else to be.
All right. My name is Shakes the Dark Sage.
I'm T.
Peace.
Boy, you wild.